that other jury panel members are joining in 10 minutes. So we'll start this session at sharp 10:15. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, Anuja. Actually, my
And
only thing is I have another commitment by 1:30. So if you can just, request them to be on time. That's it. Nothing much.
yeah, ma'am, we'll finish by 1:15 max.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that will be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm at the AIS Windows Experience Center today in Delhi, and this is the first of its kind.
What comes to your mind when you think of a factory? The usual brick and mortar building with a metal roof? What if we said that factories could look different, livelier and beautiful, and yet be cost effective and energy efficient? Glass isn't a common building material for factories, but at AIS we have made it possible with our modern and sustainable glass solutions. Welcome to the AIS Auto Plant in Patan, Gujarat, a world-class manufacturing unit which epitomizes sustainability. This factory is reinforcing our vision of green buildings as it is aiming for LEED Gold rating standards, making it unique and next-gen factory of the future. Spread across 49 acres of land, 55,000 square meters of this area is built up and the remaining is a lush urban forest. AIS is taking every step to maintain the natural vegetation and ecological balance of the surroundings. AIS is committed to sustainability and reducing carbon footprint. Hence, an analysis was done on the hot and dry climate of the site, and then a detailed study was done for finalizing the glasses which would be used on the buildings. After thorough evaluation, we narrowed down to solar control thermal insulation high performance glasses which would help us in optimal energy usage in the buildings. Our high performance AIS EcoSense Exceed range is used right from our security room and admin office to our R&D center, canteen and laminated plant to achieve desired aesthetics, energy efficiency and optimal daylighting. The high-performance properties of AIS EcoSense offers a perfect balance between the outdoors and indoors, keeping interiors cool, bright by allowing optimum natural light inside and reducing solar heat ingress, thereby reducing electricity consumption. We have deployed a combination of solar control low E and solar control thermal insulation glasses depending on the orientation of the buildings and typology of the blocks. All this was done also keeping in mind the aesthetic appeal of all the spaces. In all the interiors, we've used safety solutions like AIS Strong Glass, which is 5 times stronger than normal annealed glass and is highly impact resistant, making it an appropriate glass for interiors. So welcome to the era of factories of future, built with sustainable glass solutions, which allows you to step into a greener world. We will continue to stay committed to this ideology and promote green architecture in all our upcoming buildings and factories. Come, join us in this mission. When you think glass, think AIS.
Hi everyone, I'm at the AIS Windows Experience Center today in Delhi, and this is the first of its kind phygital experience center, which means physical as well as digital. And apparently this showroom has won a very important award in the US in the VMSD Awards for the way every product has been displayed and is explained so well. So I can't wait to see everything, how it works and how it's been displayed. Let's take a tour. As I enter, I come to this AIS brand sanctum space, which is where you get an idea of the legacy of AIS, its extensive range of products. AIS Asahi Glass India is a leading manufacturer of components in the auto and glass industry, which are used in homes and offices and hotels and every kind of architectural application as well as interior design. AIS Windows offers a comprehensive range of solutions for windows and doors in aluminum as well as UPVC. And there are such interesting products, and I'm dying to see each one of them and see how they actually work against water, against noise, against pollution. So let's take a look one by one at each one of these interesting products and see how they actually work. So let's have some fun with this. This is the most amazing product. Look at this. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. This is called the switch glass. So this is the most amazing thing because it allows you to get privacy when you want, it allows you to have visibility when you want, and it is the most stunning technology that can be incorporated with glass in anything from a cabin to even a bathroom to any kind of space. It is absolutely amazing that you just switch it on, switch it off, you have complete privacy or you have complete visibility. I love this. It's called switch glass. All of us in India face this problem of noise. Now just look at what this window does. This is a window, I'm opening it and you can hear all the traffic noise and this mad crazy noise outside. And the moment you shut it, no noise. So this is a window which cuts down 45 decibels of noise inside. It is a double laminated glass which has an acoustic PVB layer inside, and this helps control the noise. So just imagine you got this crazy noise happening outside, but the moment you shut the window, it is absolutely silent inside. Beautiful. Now we come to the next set of windows. These are insulated windows and these are double glazed, and this cuts down the heat from the outside to the inside. If I was to step outside right now, it is 34 degrees outside, but I don't feel a thing inside. And double glazed windows are really important in cutting down the heat reduction and thereby making your house or your office energy efficient. You cut your electricity bills by literally 40% simply by using glass like this. Now we do another really important test on windows. Everywhere we have so much heavy rainfall, especially in the western parts of India, and invariably you have water leakages happening everywhere. Now I'm going to do a water test on this window to see what happens. That's the rainwater falling from the outside, and you can see that not a single drop has even come into the channel. Everything is going straight out. So what this window is doing is, by calculation, it is draining 2 liters of water per minute per square meter, and that is amazing. This is the perfect window to keep all rainwater out, however heavy the rainfall is. Look at these. I love these bay windows. For all of us, so many of us in India live in small homes, and this is a perfect solution to create that little extra space. You step the window out and it's a beautiful bay window which you get in various finishes, and you can tilt and turn and open both these windows on the side, and you have this amazing place where you can sit You can chill, you can read a book, and you have storage below. I love this. So a lot of times in sliding windows which are large, like this one is, you have water leakages, but here the technology is a slide and lift window. So this is completely airtight and sealed. When you want to open it, now it has lifted up from the bottom, you slide it open and then you can lock it in its place again. So the window has again gone down. And this is only a 4 feet by 7 feet panel, but this is available to go as wide as 8 feet and 10 feet high, and that is huge. A single shutter of 8 feet width, 10 feet height, so seamlessly opens and you can actually feel the outdoors integrating with the inside without any visible obstruction. Here is another interesting range which is called the slide and fold. In this, what happens is you have one panel on the side which is openable on a regular basis, and whenever you want you can open up the entire balance portion. Here this is the slide and fold portion, which is only 2 panels, but you can go all the way up to 8 panels. So if you have a large balcony or a terrace, on a normal basis you simply open one door, but whenever
Okay, ma'am.
Are we live, host?
Yes, ma'am, we are live. Please start, ma'am.
Welcome everyone and good morning. Today we are here for North Zone Regional Round of ADO. AIS Design Olympiad. To start with the introduction, AIS Design Olympiad started in 2019 as an initiative by Asahi India Glass to provide platform to budding architects so that they can showcase their design skill to the top architect in the industry. Today we are here for the 4th edition AIS Design Olympiad. This year, over 1100 students participated in this competition. The students are from architectural background from 120 colleges across India. Here in India, we have tropical climate that faces challenges linked with high temperature and increased cooling needs. This year's participants' target is to develop best practices so that best practices for deploying energy efficient, cost effective, comfortable building while addressing challenges related to climate change and responsibly introducing energy loads while improving thermal comfort. This year's AIS Design Olympiad aims to bring innovative design elements with the right product selection to develop energy efficient building design proposal. We receive impressive submissions across India for the regional round. Today we are here with the top 10 finalist entries from North Zone in the regional jury round. These teams will be presenting their work and competing in the respective regional round to make it to the national jury. We would like to welcome all attendees and wish luck to the finalist team of the North Zone of fourth edition of AIS Design Olympiad. With the introduction of ADO, I would also like to introduce our jury panel member. We have architect Sangeet Sharma sir, who is well-known architect practicing in Chandigarh. He is widely published, awarded, quoted, and celebrated his sustainable and contemporary modern architecture. An author, an artist, and of course an architect at par excellence. Architect Sangeet Sharma is a renowned name in the industry and known for his architectural style inspired by cubism and sustainability. We are very honored to have you, sir. Welcome. Architect, we have Tushar Sogani from Jaipur. He is one of the renowned architects in the industry. He is an architect whose incredible work speaks volume, determined to shape space that absolutely harmonize its surrounding. Led by principal architect Tushar Sogani. Tushar Sogani and firm is full service architectural firm planning and an interior designing studio which comprises of team driven professional passionately working through user centric sustainable design. We are also privileged to welcome architect Savita Agarwal, who's on our board of jury panel member for North. She is founding partner of Murlaji Architecture with more than 45 years of experience in architectural planning, design, and execution. She is known for her in-depth knowledge and excellence eye for detail. We are absolutely honored to have you, ma'am. We are also delighted to announce that we have architect Reema Jain, who is principal managing partner of Alpro Industries, Noida, as a regional jury panel member in North. With her extensive experience in teaching and leading company, she brings a plethora of knowledge to the table. It's an absolute honor to have you, ma'am. We have architect Gaurav Varmani, known for his sustainable designing and excellent skills. He has been honored with several awards in his with his contribution in the field of architecture. His firm Studio Line Design in Delhi is skilled with providing innovative design solution, feasibility studio, and project planning and management. We are honored to. It's truly our honor to have you all on the panel. Today with us from AIS team, we have Soni Thail, who is business head of project division. We have Sanjeev Agarwal sir from Delhi, who is regional zonal head for North region. They would like to address you. Apart from them, we also have Mihir Mehta and Tabish and myself from marketing team. Today we have with us marketing head Ms. Kirila with us, and from technical team we have Rishabh. Also, we have technical head of AIS team, Mr. Shailesh Ranjan with us.
Thank you, Anuja. Soni here. So welcome all the participants, and this is the fourth edition. It has grown in grandeur and style and in size. This ADO, and thank you all the jury members, Architect Gaurav, Architect Tushar, Architect Sangeet, Architect Reema, and Architect Savita. So, dear students, please enjoy. There were around 1,100 entries. From that, you are the top 10 selected. That itself is an achievement. So enjoy the journey, give the best. And one more thing from the business side, I can say that the selection of this topic is in such a way that the tropical country, energy efficiency, these are perennial problems the glass industry or the building industry is actually facing. So we would like to incorporate your learnings and your inputs in the product, as well as manufacturing, as well as the services which we offer. So there are a lot of things where we can collaborate from the academy side and from the industry side. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuja. Thank you, sir, for your for the introduction. On this note, we will start the for the today's presentation. Calling upon the next first team, which belongs to Gani Zal Singh School of Architecture and Planning, based in Bhatinda, Punjab. The team leader name is Jaya Gupta. Team, please go ahead and share your screen.
Tushar sir, morning. Gaurav sir, namaste. Gaurav sir, namaste.
नमस्ते सर, नमस्ते. बहुत बढ़िया.
Good morning, sir. सब ठीक है जी. Hello ma'am, Savita ma'am. Good morning everybody.
Good morning sir.
Tavish.
Yeah, hi sir.
Tavish, Anuja. Good morning everybody. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Morning, ma'am.
We have total 10 participants, right? 10 groups.
10
Sir, no. So we have 9 groups. And yeah.
Yeah, the first team, Jaya Gupta, please go ahead and share your screen. Are you able to share your screen? Jaya Gupta and Chirag.
Shamsher, can you share your screen?
Kuber, are they still facing any problems so we can push them at the end?
Yes, sir. I think
Sir, they are facing network issue.
So jury members, the first team, Jaya Gupta, in your evaluation sheet that we have shared. So they're facing technical problems. So we will ask them to present at the end, sir.
Go ahead. Yes, next.
Okay. So we'll call with the next team. The team leader name is Jasveer Singh. They belong to same Gyani Izal Singh School of Architecture and Planning. And team Jasveer, go ahead and share your screen, please.
Yes, sir. We are going to share.
And to all the jury members, so sir, the evaluation sheet that we have shared. So after each presentation, please give your remarks. And once all the presentation will be over, we will send you one pop-up message on your screen where we'll take you in the breakout session where you all can have the discussion as per the the marks that you have given. So over there, we'll finalize the winners of the today's round, sir.
Kavish, can we have a quick round after the first one so that we can moderate it? And I would suggest after the first one, we have a quick round if possible.
You want to have a discussion internally
just after the first one so that we are all moderated at that one level.
I think makes sense.
Yeah, we can do that. So host, what you can do once the first presentation will be over, just send the breakout session to all the jury members. Gaurav sir, Tushar sir, Reema ma'am, Sangeet sir, and Savita ma'am. Okay? Yeah.
Perfect. You can start, Jasveer and Shri.
Yeah. So team, you can start. You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay. Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jasveer Singh and my partner is Shruti from North Zone Gyani Jain Singh School of Architecture and Planning, MRSPT Bathinda. So our topic is hospital design. We design a 100-bed hospital. तो सबसे पहले हॉस्पिटल का नाम सुनते ही हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है? तो मेरे दिमाग में आया था कि वो अजीब सी मेडिसिन की स्मेल और वो हाउच पाउच वाला एरिया जहाँ मतलब कहीं बहुत क्राउडली फील होता है. तो वहीं से हमने सोचा कि एक ऐसी बिल्डिंग डिजाइन की जाए जिससे लोग अंदर जाने के लिए डरे ना. वो जो है स्मेल्स वगैरह को देख के जो है कि लोग घबरा जाते हैं कि हॉस्पिटल से डरते हैं लोग. मतलब कई बार भी ऐसा भी होता है कि वो उन्हें जाना पसंद ही नहीं होता उस बिल्डिंग में. तो उस कंसेप्ट को लेके हमने सोचा कि एक ऐसी बिल्डिंग डिजाइन की जाए जो कि लोगों को पसंद आए, उसका नेचर एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा लगे, उनको घबराना ना पड़े बिल्डिंग में जाने के लिए. तो ऐसी बिल्डिंग के कंसेप्ट को लेके हमने सोचा कि बिल्डिंग को रिलेट किया जाए नेचर के साथ, क्योंकि पहले से ही चलते आ रहे कि एक इंसान का और नेचर का अच्छा रिलेशन रहा है. तो इसीलिए हमने सेल्फ हीलिंग का कंसेप्ट लिया कि एक एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा बनाया जाए जो लिंक करे इंसान और नेचर को. तो जिसके लिए हमें बिल्डिंग में ग्रीन स्पेसेस प्रोवाइड करेंगे जिसके थ्रू हम नेचर और इंसान का जो है कि रिलेशन बिल्टअप कर सकें. और इसी डिजाइन को लेकर हमने सोचा कि हम अगर नेचर के साथ रिलेट कर भी रहे हैं तो हम हॉस्पिटल के फंक्शन से कंप्रोमाइज नहीं कर सकते. हॉस्पिटल के फंक्शन के साथ साथ उसकी एस्थेटिक लुक भी देखनी पड़ेगी कि वो उस चीज को अच्छा लग भी रहा है या नहीं. तो उसके आगे हमने ये हो गया मेन कि ठीक है हम ऐसी बिल्डिंग बनाएंगे, बट आगे पॉइंट था कि हम स्टार्ट कहाँ से करें. स्टार्ट करने के लिए हमने सोचा कि कुछ एनालाइज तो किया जाए, किसी का पहले डिजाइन देख लिया जाए, एनालाइज किया जाए क्या होना चाहिए क्या नहीं होना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए हमने केस स्टडी की. मैक्स सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल है जो कि 200 बेडेड है बठिंडा में. तो इसकी केस स्टडी की, एनालाइज किया स्पेसेस को कैसी होनी चाहिए. 2 एंट्रीज इमरजेंसी ब्लॉक की अलग, पब्लिक की अलग, और जो कि ग्रीन स्पेसेस है, लाइट वेंटिलेशन. और इसमें जो हमने मेन पॉइंट कुछ अच्छे पॉइंट निकल के आए, कुछ बुरे पॉइंट निकल के आए जो कि हॉस्पिटल को नहीं होने चाहिए. मेनली इसमें भी था कि स्मेल्स वगैरह वही आ रही है, मतलब मेडिसिन की स्मेल आ रही है, जो कि मेन प्रॉब्लम हमारा मेन फोकस वहीं पे था कि वो बिल्डिंग का जो एनवायरनमेंट है वो फ्रेंडली होना चाहिए, ना कि घबराहट वाला नहीं होना चाहिए. तो ये कंसेप्ट लेके एनालाइज करके हमने आगे बढ़ना शुरू किया। तो इस एनालाइज से हमने निकाला कि हमारी बिल्डिंग में फीचर कौन से होने चाहिए। सबसे पहले तो एक तो हो गया था कि ग्रीन एरिया वाला भी, ग्रीन स्पेसेस बिल्डिंग्स में होगी तो वो थोड़ा नेचर के साथ रिलेट कर लेंगे। उसके आगे बिल्डिंग की ओरिएंटेशन को ऐसे प्लेस किया जाए कि उसकी थर्मल कंफर्ट जो है, थर्मल इंसुलेशन बनी रहे, क्योंकि हमारा रीजन है जो कंपोजिट क्लाइमेट में है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमारी बिल्डिंग की ओरिएंटेशन नॉर्थ ईस्ट और साउथ वेस्ट बेस्ट रहेगी थर्मल इंसुलेशन बनाने के लिए। तो इस तरह हमने बिल्डिंग को प्लेस करना चाहा। फिर उसके आगे जो था मेन लार्ज स्पेस, एक लार्ज बैरियर मिल जाए उनको, जब एंट्री करें तो उससे ही हमें वही स्मेल वगैरह ना आए, क्योंकि सबसे पहले ही हम एंट्री से ही हो जाता है ना, मतलब हम एंटर करते हैं तो हॉस्पिटल में वो क्राउडी माहौल और जो स्मेल्स आनी शुरू हो जाती हैं। तो हमने सोचा कि एक ऐसी पहले बैरियर स्पेस मिल जाए उनको एंटर करते हुए, जो कि उनका जो पहले डर वाला कंसेप्ट है वो खत्म हो जाए, कि उनको लगे कि हम हॉस्पिटल में नहीं आए हैं। इसलिए हमने प्रोवाइड किया है सेंट्रल एट्रियम। एक तो उसका पर्पस यही हो गया कि एक बैरियर स्पेस मिल जाएगी, और दूसरा पर्पस था एयर वेंटिलेशन वगैरह जो सब उसमें हैंडल हो जाएगी। फिर उसके आगे नेक्स्ट हो गया हमारा नेचुरल लाइट के लिए हमने कहा कि इतना अगर हम बड़ा हम देंगे, स्पेस देंगे, सेंट्रल एट्रियम देंगे, तो एट्रियम में लाइट भी आनी चाहिए, नेचुरल वो हो तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। अगर हम करते हैं आर्टिफिशियल लाइट से प्ले करते हैं तो वो रिलेशन नहीं बनता नेचर के साथ। तो इसलिए हमने ग्लासेस यूज किए हैं एट्रियम के ऊपर, और डबल हाइटेड ट्रिपल हाइटेड विंडोज के ऊपर मोर ग्लास यूज किया। उसके आगे है इन सारे कंसेप्ट को लेके, फीचर्स को लेके हमने सोचा कि जो आगे बढ़ा जाए तो बबल डायग्राम, स्पेसेस को कनेक्ट कैसे किया जाए, उसके लिए बबल डायग्राम बनाई हमने। किया जो कंसेप्ट लेके, एक पब्लिक और स्टाफ की जो है इमरजेंसी की एंट्रीज अलग अलग करी। एक में जो कि एंट्री एक सिर्फ स्टाफ के लिए जा रही है, और एक इमरजेंसी के ब्लॉक, मतलब वो एक ही कॉमन है स्टाफ के लिए और इमरजेंसी के ब्लॉक के लिए एक एंट्री होगी। और दूसरी एंट्री है जो कि पब्लिक एरिया के लिए है, पब्लिक पार्किंग होगी, पब्लिक की एंट्री के लिए होगी। दूसरी एंट्री से पहले हम दूसरी एंट्री में एंटर जब करते हैं तो पहले क्या आना चाहिए, पार्किंग, मतलब जो है पीपल्स वो पार्किंग करके फिर आगे चला जाए। पार्किंग करके फिर उसके आगे एंट्रेंस आ गई। एंट्रेंस के बाद जो है हमें जो वाइट स्पेस देनी थी उसका आ गया एट्रियम। एंट्रेंस के बाद जो एट्रियम आ गया, और एट्रियम के अराउंड सारी बिल्डिंग कनेक्ट होगी जो हर एक ब्लॉक को एक्सेस करेंगी। पहले पर्सन एट्रियम में जाएगा तो उसके बाद ही जो है बाकी ब्लॉक्स को कनेक्ट करेगा। तो एट्रियम के एक साइड पे इमरजेंसी ब्लॉक हो गया, दूसरी साइड रेडियोलॉजी लैब्स होगी। इमरजेंसी के नज़दीक रेडियोलॉजी रखी, अगर हमें इमरजेंसी के पर हम ज़रूरत पड़ रही है तो रेडियोलॉजी लैब्स वगैरह की तो आसानी से हम एक्सेस कर सकें। और एट्रियम के एक साइड हमने ओपीडी ब्लॉक रखा जो कि पब्लिक पार्किंग के एंट्रेंस के नज़दीक है, जो जिन्होंने सिर्फ ओपीडी वगैरह में आना है। तो उसके बाद जो एट्रियम है हमारा, उसके सीधा एक्सेस रखा है रिफ्रेशमेंट के लिए, जो मतलब ये स्पेस को अच्छा रिलेट करेगा, रिलेशन रखेगा ओपन स्पेस को और खाने पीने वाली जगह को कनेक्ट किया सीधा। फिर उसके आगे बबल डायग्राम बना ली। तो इसमें जब हमने इसको कनेक्ट किया बिल्डिंग बबल डायग्राम से बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स को अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर एरियाज ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट्स, तो ऐसी बिल्डिंग फॉर्म निकल के आई। एक साइड एंट्रेंस एट्रियम आ गया, सेंट्रल में रेडियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट, इमरजेंसी, ओपीडी एंड किचन वगैरह। तो उसके आगे हमने बिल्डिंग एवेल्युएशन स्टार्ट की कि ये हमें फुटप्रिंट बिल्डिंग का मिल गया, इसके ऊपर हम बिल्डिंग को कैसे एवेल्युएशन कर सकते हैं। तो उसके पहले डायग्राम में हम शो कर रहे हैं कि जो बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स नॉर्मल हमारे बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक जो अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर एरियाज जो हमारे बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स निकल के आए वो निकले, और उसके आगे हमने ओरिएंटेशन के अकॉर्डिंग उसको प्लेस करके देखा तो हमारे इस साइड पे जो पीछे दिख रही है नॉर्थ ईस्ट साइड है और साउथ ईस्ट साइड आ गई। तो हमने क्या किया, साउथ को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए नीचे वाले फ्लोर्स कुछ लेवल पे रखे हैं और ऊपर वाले फ्लोर्स को है जो हमने कैंटिलीवर कर दिया, ताकि हमारी जी साउथ वाली सन है वो उसको प्रोटेक्ट करे, कैंटिलीवर उसको काट दे और नीचे वाले ब्लॉक्स को इंसुलेशन बनी रहे। तो उसके आगे और एक साइड पे जो रेडियोलॉजी वाले ये ब्लॉक्स हैं, तो इसके ये हमारी साइड आगे नॉर्थ वेस्ट के थोड़ा सा हो गया, तो उसके लिए हमने ब्लॉक्स है जो फ्लोर लेवल पे थोड़े थोड़े पीछे कर दिए, ताकि हम ओपन टेरेस प्रोवाइड कर सकें। इस ऊपर के हमारे जो ब्लॉक्स में वार्ड्स आ रहे हैं, तो उनके लिए एक रिलैक्सिंग स्पेस प्रोवाइड कर सकें, ग्रीन स्पेसेस निकल के आ जाएंगी। तो उसके आगे
प्लान दिखाओ बेटा,
एरिया में था
प्लान दिखाओ आगे आगे चलो, प्लान दिखाओ प्लीज।
ओके सर, ये हमारे डिजाइन एलिमेंट से जो सन को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए टेराकोटा जाली दी है, रूफ गार्डन्स दिए हैं। उसके आगे एलिमेंट डिजाइन इंटीरियर में प्लांटेशन करनी थी, रिलेट करने के लिए सन ब्रेकर्स यूज किए हैं साउथ वेस्ट साइड और साउथ ईस्ट डायरेक्शन में। तो उसके आगे जोनिंग प्लानिंग थी हमारी, मेनली ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे हमारी एंट्रेंस के बाद एट्रियम, रेडियोलॉजी ब्लॉक, इमरजेंसी ब्लॉक, ओपीडी ब्लॉक आ रहा है, और फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे हमारे एट्रियम के साथ ही लैब्स आ गई, इमरजेंसी के ऊपर ऑपरेशन थिएटर के साथ मैटरनिटी ब्लॉक, और ओबीटी के ऊपर ही ओपीडी, और एट्रियम में हमारी कोर है। उसके सेकंड फ्लोर पे हमारे सारे के सारे वार्ड्स आ रहे हैं और सीएसएसडी डिपार्टमेंट आ रहा है, और ऊपर ही हमारे थर्ड फ्लोर पे भी ऑलरेडी सारे वार्ड्स ही हैं। तो उसके अगर हम इसका सेक्शन काट के देखें तो ऐसा कुछ था कि जो हमारे स्टाफ पार्किंग मैटरनिटी ब्लॉक के स्टाफ पार्किंग थी नीचे, ऊपर मैटरनिटी ब्लॉक है, और वार्ड्स को थोड़ा थोड़ा पीछे रखा है, जो कि हर एक वार्ड को रिलैक्सेशन स्पेस मिल सके। एट्रियम जेड़ा फुल हाइटेड है और उसमें ही कोर जा रही है, और इस साइड जो ओपीडी ब्लॉक था जो हमें कैंटिलीवर निकाला था, तो उसके लिए हमने ये डबल हाइटेड जो वार्ड है जो थोड़ा पीछे किया, उसको बालकनी दी।
प्लान पे आ जाओ। अच्छा, तो गिव हिम 2 मिनट्स मोर। प्लान दिखाओ जसवीर, प्लान दिखाओ।
ओके सर।
कैड प्लान नहीं लगाई हमने इसमें।
कोई तो प्लान होगा बेटा कि नहीं? प्लान है ही नहीं।
ये है सर, बनाया है, बट इसमें प्रेजेंटेशन में नहीं लगाया सर।
I think he's just going with the massing here.
प्लान दे बिना किस तरह होगा बेटा? प्लान दे बिना किस तरह डिजाइन शो करोगे अपना? एक प्लान तो होना चाहिए से ना।
जी सर।
अगर है तो दिखा दो।
जी
अच्छा, बाकी जो स्लाइड्स है वो दिखा दो, बाकी की 1-2 स्लाइड्स जो है वो दिखा दो। There are 2 slides left.
जी सर।
तो आपने एक्चुअली जो क्लाइमेट है उसको शेडिंग डिवाइसेस, प्लांटेशन, इन्हीं से एड्रेस किया है।
जी सर।
That is the idea.
Yes sir.
How we can take it. Anything else you want to highlight which was your unique point of the design?
ये सर मेन सेंट्रल एटीएम था जो कि हमने उसमें स्टैक का यूज किया है। जो मेन एटीएम था,
सेंट्रल एटीएम बेटा आपका कितना बड़ा है, क्या साइज का है?
40 बाय 40 फीट बाय 100 फीट।
40 फीट बाय 100 फीट का है। और हाइट में कितने फ्लोर?
हाइट में 4 फ्लोर्स हैं सर।
4 फ्लोर्स, ओके गुड।
I think Jasdeep, this is because our tool is plans, which Sangeet bhai told. जब तक आप प्लान नहीं दिखाओगे, how do we, actually
we can't walk through the project.
Not walk through, yeah, because whatever you have told is like all the fundas which you could understand, So as they are very nice because what we could see from your inspirational images, जो आपने atrium दिखाया, we actually you are unable to, rather we fails to understand whether आपकी atrium में वो जो आपने inspirational images,
वो जो आपने पहली इमेज दिखाई थी वो ग्रीन स्टॉक वाली इमेज दिखाई थी, वो बीन स्टॉक वाली इमेज कहीं कनेक्ट नहीं हुई।
I think it's absolutely a wrong attempt of presenting yourself because you are not at all clear, except for a bubble diagram which you have come up with that every designer or architect or a student make at the initial level. That is for your reference. It's not for us to understand. We understand only from the plan. So I think
no, I have a feedback. It's what year are you in? Sorry?
Sorry, ma'am.
जसमीत कौन से year में हो आप?
Which
Third
year
year,
are
fourth
you
year,
in?
final year?
Fourth year, 7th semester.
You're in 7th semester. So just for a 7th semester student, what we at least expect you to have a basic understanding of how things move in a hospital, which I find clearly missing. You were talking about smell and, very cosmetic features of hospital. So you need to understand first how the hospital, the entire movement works in the hospital. And it's just not about the parking. It's about a lot of things, how the stretcher moves, how the emergency moves. So you should work on that. And as everybody is saying, plans because these are, necessity-based designs. These are not something which is like, I want a big atrium, I want a big this. It doesn't work like that. Once you resolve the main accessibilities and necessities, and that's why the plan becomes very important. And then for you to understand the heights requirement of OTs, of general areas, like you need 4 meters, 4.5 meters, 5. You didn't talk about standard. So there are a lot of things which is basically missing. And hospital, you might have chosen a little, you have bitten more than you can chew, because hospital is a little more technical designing. Okay. So your effort is very much appreciated, but you should have looked more into technical things. And as everybody's asking, plans are one of the most important things which we need to see here.
Yes, sir. मैम है हमारे पास plan बनाए हैं.
होगा जरूर, because you've made your sections and elevation, so you might be having plans. But next time, whenever you do something like this, focus on plans and movements and everything. Okay. Yeah, that's it from me.
Okay, thank you, jury members. Thank you for your feedback. I think it will really help the student for their career. So on this note, I think we should go to the breakout session. Host, if you can just give the pop-up on all the jury members screen, so that we can go to the breakout session and have the discussion over there. Please send on me also. Host.
Yes, sir.
Yes, send the breakout link pop-up to me also.
Okay.
Tabish, my name is Tabish. Thank you.
Glass isn't a common building material for factories, but at AIS, we have made it possible with our modern and sustainable glass solutions. Welcome to the AIS Auto Plant in Patan, Gujarat, a world-class manufacturing unit which epitomizes sustainability. This factory is reinforcing our vision of green buildings as it is aiming for LEED Gold rating standards, making it unique and next-gen factory of the future. Spread across 49 acres of land, 55,000 square meters of this area is built up, and the remaining is a lush urban forest. AIS is taking every step to maintain the natural vegetation and ecological balance of the surroundings. AIS is committed to sustainability and reducing carbon footprint. Hence, an analysis was done on the hot and dry climate of the site, and then a detailed study was done for finalizing the glasses which would be used on the buildings. After thorough evaluation, we narrowed down to solar-controlled thermal insulation high-performance glasses, which would help us in optimal energy usage in the buildings. Our high-performance AIS EcoSense Exceed range is used right from our security room and admin office to our R&D center, canteen, and laminated plant to achieve desired aesthetics, energy efficiency, and optimal day lighting. The high-performance properties of AIS EcoSense offers a perfect balance between the outdoors and indoors, keeping interiors cool, bright by allowing optimum natural light inside and reducing solar heat ingress, thereby reducing electricity consumption. We have deployed a combination of solar control low E, and solar control thermal insulation glasses, depending on the orientation of the buildings and typology of the blocks. All this was done also keeping in mind the aesthetic appeal of all the spaces. In all the interiors, we have used safety solutions like AIS Strong Glass, which is 5 times stronger than normal annealed glass and is highly impact resistant, making it an appropriate glass for interiors. So welcome to the era of factories of future, built with sustainable glass solutions, which allows you to step into a greener world. We will continue to stay committed to this ideology and promote green architecture in all our upcoming buildings and factories. Come, join us in this mission. When you think glass, think AIS.
Hi everyone, I'm at the AIS Windows Experience Center today in Delhi, and this is a first of its kind phygital experience center, which means physical as well as digital. And apparently this showroom has won a very important award in the US in the VMSD Awards for the way every product has been displayed and is explained so well.
We can stop the video.
Can't wait to see.
Can we have the next presenter?
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead with the second team. Again, this team from the same college.
My God, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 from one college.
Yes, sir. In fact, there is one more from that college. They presented yesterday because of their exams.
Participation is such.
I think it looks like an inter-college competition, you know. Gyani Jail Singh College and APJ School of Architecture. Because 2 projects are there, 5 and 2, 7.
2 institutes, I think, 2 or 3 institutes are majorly participating.
There was a submission from other colleges also, but while eliminating the team, we got this as a finalist, and while discussing, we had.
Yeah, the presentation was
should
not
we
up
go
to the
ahead?
mark, so.
Where is this APJ School of Architecture from? Noida?
Greater Noida.
Greater Noida.
Yeah. And this Lingya, sir, it's in Faridabad.
Okay.
Gyani Zal is in Bhatinda, sir.
Surprisingly, you know.
Sorry, sir?
Anyways,
Not-
carry on.
Okay, shall we go?
चंडीगढ़ वाले
north
सारे
में
out हैं।
इतने
चंडीगढ़ वाले कोई भी नहीं है, सब कमाल।
सर चंडीगढ़ वाले नहीं है, NCR वाले नहीं है, एक कॉलेज है NCR. Anyways, चलो next.
Somebody from Jaipur also.
अच्छा, जयपुर फॉर द नॉर्थ इंडिया, नॉर्थ वाले जोन में आता है तुषार भाई।
हाँ, ये इसीलिए मैं हूँ सर यहाँ.
So we have Savita ma'am also here. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, Savita ji.
I think because of these, these a little shattered semesters, that's why a lot of colleges could not participate, because the students were in middle of their own session.
अच्छा जी.
Yes, ma'am. There was one of the reasons.
Because SP I know could not participate because the students themselves were in between of their own final submissions and sessions, so they could not really participate in this term this time.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, welcome, Savita ma'am. Ma'am, you are on mute. You'll have to unmute yourself.
I don't know.
Yeah, on this note, I think we move forward to the next team who belongs to the Gyani Zag Singh Campus College of Engineering Technology, and team leader name is Biswajit Mondal. And the topic, the typology of the project they have chosen, that is on educational. Go ahead and team share your screen and turn on your cameras. Yeah.
Yes.
Before they start, Tabish, if you could just tell them how Sangeet sir has just advised us how they should time themselves and be able to finish in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So team, you will have 10 minutes in total. So early 2 minutes you can spend on the introduction and the introduction part, and the 8 minutes you can spend on the entire presentation, mainly on the plans and that you have prepared. So mostly you will have only 10 minutes and just keep the, I mean, you can put the timer over there so you can also look into what is time going on.
Yes.
Yeah, we can start now. Your time start.
Good morning to one and all present here. I, Vishwait Mandal, would be starting with the presentation. So we are a team of 4 with certain questions regarding why education is limited to the ground of rich community. So why we have selected Charvaha School as a topic. Actually, learning is not limited to the classroom, an initiative of the government that never accomplished. Bringing back the life to the initiative, a school for Charvaha community as community which has generally been neglected by the society. An idea to promote the impart knowledge to this community. At Charvaha School, learning will be enlightened to that section of the society which was neglected under cloth type. Since an atmosphere will be provided to the Charvaha section of the society, Charvaha School will also offer gain knowledge like art and craft. All this will help the students in exploring way beyond academics and achieving a holistic development. Actually, this inspiration has been taken from the primary objective of the education from Gautam Buddha. The fundamental Buddha education is from practicality, honored, and discipline. We insisted that education should be imparted in natural surrounding. We said children have their active subconscious mind which grows like a tree and has the power to gather its food from surrounding atmosphere. So our project would generally consist of the site analysis, the project introduction, the concept that we have developed, the zoning part, the site plan with the placement of building, the isometric view, the school with the elevation and section, and the details of windows and doors.
So now jumping on to the site analysis. So our site basically belongs to the Vishnupura village of the Bihar state, and the total site area is 8,014 square meters. The site context.
You're not audible.
Loud, you know, you're not audible.
You're not audible.
Sir, are we audible?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah. So now jumping on to the site analysis. Our site includes the site location, which is of the Vishnupura village of the Bihar state. The total site area is 8,014 square meters. The site context includes the accessibility from the Share railway station, which is 3 kilometers, and from the national highway, which is 9.8 kilometers. The climate here is warm, and the rainfall here is good in the summers, whereas in winter it is little. So now on the analysis. A quote by Buddha: fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all the directions. Let us hope this quote applies to the Indian education system. A foresight on the natural environment, on the child's education, is much needed in the today's world, as there is a lack of breathing spaces or the playgrounds. A child is bogged down with their marks, fees, and other factors, which is excluding their well-being. So there is a collateral damage to the nation, and it is high time we take into notice and do something. The big idea or the big picture is to emphasize on the Charvaha's learning and their contact with the nature, where they eventually belongs. Apart from the academics, imparting of the practical knowledge is of great acquaintance and benefit. Also, the concept or the abstract revolves around the blending of the Gurukul system with the contemporary architecture with a topping of a fundamental philosophy of the Buddha. So now coming on to the zoning, our design goals includes the provision of the safe environment, building of the effective strategies, preserving the heritage, mitigating the climate change, also the cost effectiveness and the innovation of use of the glasses.
So moving on to the concept part. So actually we have taken a concept of Saraswati Yantra. This is a symbol that we have taken as a building form. Actually, these symbols depicts the different type of skills that should be depicted in a student's form. These are the ways that depicts the kalashes or the skills that should be radiated everywhere to the students throughout the classroom. So this is a site plan we have provided. Actually, starting with the site plan, we have provided parking, and this road leads as a service road, which leads to backside of the building form, which directly connects with the kitchen. So starting with the roundabout point, the drop-off point. At first, we have the reception point, which has directly connection with the academic block and the skill development block, which would be used by the students and the villagers for the development of the skill. After that, we have provided 5 classrooms, which would be used by nursery, junior KG, and senior KG, and we have kept it open. And we have provided 5 water bodies, which would be used for a natural air cooling, and this would be also used for the collection of rainwater harvesting. After that, we have provided 3 open courtyards, which would be used as a kitchen garden and also helps to breathe the building. We have provided these triangles would be used as a skill development, which would be used as an art and craft room, singing room, music room, and different type of skills would be developed here. The 20 number is the kitchen, and the 21 is a space which will be used by the dining space for the midday meal. The 6th number is the OAT, which would be is in a form of a step form, which would be used by the students in the leisure time, and 2 of the spaces has been provided for outdoor activity. This is the building form that we have given. This is a service road connectivity to the kitchen entry. The main drop-off point has been provided at the front. This is the main kitchen garden on site, which has been directly opened to the exterior. Some sustainability features that we have provided are the ferrocement panels that has been inclined in south direction, which has been installed with solar panels, and also helps us to collect the rainwater harvesting process. We have also used filler slab, which would be used with colored pots, which would encourage the students in the activity room. We have after that, we have provided compressed stabilized earth block at the exterior part, which has been plastered with mud mortar, and we have painted with in Madhubani painting. So we have provided an innovative feature, that is rainwater recharge, where we have provided the municipality water has been provided to OHT, and the OHT then transfers to different toilets. These toilets is being again recharged and used in the kitchen garden. And these are the rainwater that we have collected, which would be used as a future use, and which will also be used for recharging the pit. And we have also used terracotta wall tile, these which is being used in the south side, where the water from the it takes air from the southwest side and makes the air cooler from passing the winds from the class throughout the classroom and making the temperature cool. So this is the renders that we have taken. These are the pitch roof that we have provided, and we have provided a skylight that would directly penetrate the diffuse light to the classrooms. This is the water cooler that we have, natural air water cooler we have provided. This is the activity room that has a punctures in it, which was being installed with dichoric glass. This is the OAT that we have provided in the form of a step format, and this is the way to the dining with providing punctures inside it.
These are the section and elevation we have provided. So the north elevation shows that we have used EcoSense glass, which would be used in the skylight for the penetration of diffuse light. In the south elevation, we can see that the different types of wards are being provided, which are being fitted in the colored dichoric glasses. Also, brick jali has been located with the serving as a natural ventilating and lighting membrane for the dining area. So these are the features. So these are the features we have also incorporated in our design. Glass brick has been provided with each classroom in internal courtyard, which mitigates the climate changes, also serve as the place for the outdoor studies. Window consists of reed glasses, and a light shelf has been provided to lit the whole classroom. Here also provided EcoSense solar control system, which enables the penetration of the diffuse light. Here we come up with the construction detail. Firstly, different colored dichoric glass has been installed in the activity room to encourage the children. Secondly, glass block wall is given for the purpose of sense of openness and form a connectivity with the outer space. Lastly, the innovative use of various glasses. AIS colored laminated glass. As we discussed, these glass has been used in the activity room.
You have 1 minute left.
AIS enhanced solar control has been used in the skylight. AIS ceramic plate glass has been used in the windows. Vista brick solid glass block has been used for the internal courtyard purpose. And lastly, glass aggregate concrete wall is used for the boundary wall purpose. And here are the benefits of different types of glass blocks respectively. So now I would like to conclude my presentation is that the objective of our team was to integrate the fundamental principles of Gautam Buddha and his educational philosophy. Our goal was to cater to the children overall development in the terms of mental, spiritual ability and the physical endurance. With the help of the versatile building materials, quality planning and contemporary architecture features, we have contributed our share of ideas and hopefully built a desirable space to be in. So that's all our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you for completing your presentation on time. And over to you, jury members, and share your feedback and on the presentation to the students. We can start with Tushar, sir.
I think Biswajit is a nice attempt, the way in which you have, come up with the initial concept. And it was somehow reflecting in your site plan also. But I like to point certain things, wherever you have given the service entry, which is like catering to the kitchen, there's quite a huge distance, if you see the plan, where you have provided a cul-de-sac, in case of rains or, in the ambient temperatures, I don't know how the drop off and loading, unloading will happen, it was always to the land, to the platform rather, you could have taken this cul-de-sac to the kitchen.
More closer to the kitchen area.
A small point,
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah.
I think more detailings, because looking to your start development and all that looks okay. The way in which you try to explain is a good attempt, but still, more detailing is required.
Okay, sir.
I would definitely want to explore more on the harvesting concept. Looks very interesting.
So this one?
Yes, it's very nicely done, I think.
Thank you, sir.
So you should firm it up more and focus more on this.
Okay, sir.
Definitely for your further rounds also.
Okay,
this
sir.
is a
Absolutely.
nice idea. Definitely, you must work on it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, definitely, as everybody has already pointed out. My problem is a few things for which year you are, Soumya?
Fourth year, ma'am. Fourth year from 7th semester.
Okay, 7th semester. So I just wanted, can you go back to the plan?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
No, the plan. Yes. So, it's nice that you've taken a concept, but you conveniently not kind of put furniture in these triangulated areas, which when you start putting, you'll realize they don't work.
Ma'am, actually, we would make it as an open itself. We would not apply any type of furniture itself, because it is made for the charwaha.
If it's not furniture also, they'll be sitting or standing. Some anthro will happen, right? It won't be just a space. So once you start doing it, so my only thing is that you've tried something, it's very nice, but when you pick up a concept, it's not about literally just making those triangles. The Saraswati Yantra is not about, it's about harmony, it's about a lot of things.
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhere you put up a concept and you just taken it and just slammed it on your drawing. So you should understand the concept. And then one problem which I always have with all the students, don't loosely use words like courtyards and OATs. Because this triangle of yours is not working as an OAT, they're just a sitting feature. And these 3 green areas are not actually courtyards. They're just landscape features. Courtyard has its own character, its own working. And I expect it to be known by a 4th year child, that what is a courtyard and what is the utility of an OAT. Otherwise, it's a good attempt. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Savita ma'am, any feedback that you would like to give? Gaurav sir?
I think overall it's good. We can move on.
Okay, sir. Now you can go ahead and
all the best. Yeah.
You can go ahead and evaluate the sheet and give your remarks on the sheet that we have shared with you. So this was a third team, sir. Biswajit Mondal.
Sir, team number 5.
Yeah, I've got it.
You belongs to, you are Biswajit Mondal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so do you remember this was the third team, sir? Not 5.
Yeah, it is serial number 3 in our list. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, on this note, I would like to request Tushar sir, and you can share your experience. You can take 2 minutes and share your experience with the student. You can address the audience. And over to you, Tushar sir.
I think It's a nice attempt. I think it's the 4th edition. And I've been fortunate enough, to be a part of the jury of the Northern Region for the second time. And it's always a nice experience interacting with the budding architects, and this for all the participants, whether you win or you lose hardly matters, but the kind of experience, the kind of, pleasure which you get in such competition is altogether a good learning experience. So learn from each other, hardly wins who wins, who lose, it's all winning and losing happens in the life. And uh, moreover, I'll just like tell you that when you present your design, it should actually get registered to the jurors, or to whomsoever you are presenting, So you have to be very precise, very crisp, and you have to just give the gist of your design, what you are actually highlighting, what you want to highlight. So even till today also we are learning the same, at this stage, whenever we present for our commercial projects, we always try to, give the gist of the best part in our designs. This should happen with you also. So whatever design elements you are coming up with, whatever new innovations, new concept, new techniques that you have put up in your design, that should be highlighted in a very crisp manner. So this is what is all about the presentation. And I think, in our times, we don't used to have such things, I remember Sangeet Bhai and Gaurav and all other the jurors will also admit to it. We were just restricted ourselves to our college submission and the college design. So you guys in this, digital world, fortunate enough that you're getting such good platforms where you can showcase your creativity, you can showcase your designs, and you must relish it. And another thing is, it should be for the team aside, it should be more, you should increase your outreach to the different colleges in the region. So I remember Tabish when he came to Jaipur, I think you connected to a few of the college, and as Reema mentioned that maybe because of the submission clashes and the dates clashed, they couldn't participate. So just a small suggestion that whenever you float a competition like this, please keep in mind, the general calendar of the college, so that you get it's such a nice platform, giving them opportunity, and it really boosts your morale like anything. If I've been a student of 5th year and I participate, and I got the opportunity to present before such esteemed jurors, it gives me a moral booster, like act as a catalyst. So just a small session to team aside that whenever you do, please keep in mind calendar, because since Reema is from academics, he told me this was one of the right where the participants couldn't. So I think a very good luck and all the best to all the participants, and I am damn sure that whatever you present, from whatever college you are from, I am damn sure there should be certain peculiarity, which reflects that what has been taught to you by our faculty, and we being a practicing architect and the academics and people here are going to be able to understand that what is your thought process, and it's going to be a good learning for us as well. So in the last, I wish all the best, and again I'll say, winning or losing is not a thing. It's about circulating the knowledge, sharing the knowledge, learning from each other. It's nice that you are able to view. I think every participant is viewing everyone's presentation. Am I right? So this is the best thing, when you present yourself, you also come to know that what excel. There is something, always conscious of certain incompetence in everyone. Everyone is conscious of his incompetence, because you all are human beings. Learn from that. Whatever shortcomings, whatever small flaws you have in your entire this design development, learn from that. It's going to give you a good experience, and all the best to all the participants. Good luck. Cheers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening the audience with your precious words, sir. And I have we have already taken the note that about the calendar that you said that we should plan our event accordingly as per the the semester that planned by of the students, sir. So we will do that for the next year. And on this note, sir, we will call up our next team members, which are again from the same college, and team member name is Lohit Yadav, and their topic is topical. Their project they have selected that is on healthcare only. So, Lohit Yadav.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can turn on your camera. Okay, I'll just tell you when your time start. So you have 10 minutes, and as I explained earlier, so you can take 2 minutes for explaining your introduction and everything, and then the rest 8 minutes you can invest more time on the planning and other designing of your project. So you can start. Your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Lohit this side, and we are going to explain about the healthcare project which we have done. It's a 100-bedded hospital. So site area of 9,089 square meters with permission per FAR of 1.5 and setbacks 50 meters from fronts and 9 meters from all the sides, or with parking spaces of 2 ACs per 100 square meter. The basic design goal, जो basic design goal था हमारे, इसके बेस पे हमने जो डिजाइन किया हॉस्पिटल, वो था कि हमें एक ऐसा स्पेस क्रिएट करना है जहाँ पे जो फैमिलियर हो लोगों को, मतलब जो लोग अनहेल्थी पीपल जाते हैं वहाँ पे, उनको थोड़ा फैमिलियर स्पेस फील हो, जिनके उनकी हीलिंग जो उनकी हीलिंग है वो फास्ट हो सके, जो उनकी रिकवरी है फास्ट हो सके, उनका एंग्जाइटी और स्ट्रेस होता है वहां जाने के बाद कि हॉस्पिटल में आए हैं ऐसा कुछ, वो थोड़ा कम हो सके, ताकि एक बेटर इन्वायरमेंट उनको दें ताकि उनकी हीलिंग जो है वो जल्दी हो सके। और कुछ डिजाइन स्ट्रेटेजी जो हमने इसमें चूज किए हैं, जो मेन फोकस होगा हमारे डिजाइन के अंदर, वन इज डे लाइट, जहाँ पे मतलब नेचुरल लाइट जितनी हम यूज कर पाएंगे उतनी कम आर्टिफिशियल लाइट यूज करेंगे, उससे जो हमारा ओवरऑल कॉस्ट है जो हमारी वो भी कम हो जाएगा। और जो डे लाइट है वो एक नेचुरल एलिमेंट ऐसे काम करता है जो इंसुलेशन के लिए काम करता है, और जो उसके बाद उसका इंसुलेशन पे, इंसुलेशन एक ऐसा चीज है जिससे हम बिल्डिंग की कॉस्ट को बहुत कम कर सकते हैं। अगर इंसुलेशन अच्छी है बिल्डिंग की, उससे हम उतना कम एचवैक सिस्टम यूज करेंगे, उससे उसके कॉस्ट पे काफी इफेक्ट पड़ेगा, जिससे जो मंथली बिल्स हैं हमारे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के हैं वो भी कम हो जाएंगे। और इसमें एक इंसुलेटेड कंक्रीट फॉर्म है जिसके थ्रू हम जो इंसुलेशन है उसको बेटर कर सकते हैं। ये टेक्निक है जिसके थ्रू हम वॉल्स वगैरह कंस्ट्रक्ट करने से इंसुलेशन उसकी बेटर हो सके। और एक राइट वेंटिलेशन चूज करने बहुत जरूरी है बिल्डिंग के अंदर, जिससे हम मतलब उसकी वेंटिलेशन उसकी अच्छी नहीं होगी, उसकी वेंटिलेशन ज्यादा हो जाएगी और वेंटिलेशन हो जाएगी, तो उसकी जो इंसुलेशन है वो भी कम हो जाएगा, और उससे जो हमारा जो मंथली बिल होगा जो हमारा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का जो HVAC का जितने भी है वो बढ़ जाएगा। उसका कंसेप्ट पे आते हैं, जो हमारा कंसेप्ट जो मैंने लेता है कि कंट्रास्ट ऑफ हार्मनी फॉर परफेक्ट हार्मनी। इसमें हम दो एलिमेंट लेते हैं जो कंट्रास्ट होते हैं दूसरे के, उनको मर्ज करके आपस में उनके स्पेस के अकॉर्डिंग, उनके फंक्शन के अकॉर्डिंग उनको ब्लेंड करना है, जो साइट के अकॉर्डिंग होता है। मतलब साइट के अकॉर्डिंग जो हमने साइट चूज की है वो नोएडा की है, जिसमें साइट अराउंड इसमें ग्रीन ट्रीज है। तो हमारी बिल्डिंग ऐसा डिजाइन की जिसमें स्ट्रेट लाइंस ना हो, इसमें कर्व्स हो जो नेचर में मैच कर पाए, ताकि जो बिल्डिंग है वो अलग से स्टैंड आउट ना करे साइट के ऊपर, की अलग से मतलब साइट पर अलग लगे, जो नेचर में बिल्कुल मैच आउट कर सके। जहाँ पे हेल्थी पर्सन और पेशेंट उनका जो सर्कुलेशन होगा, उनका कोऑर्डिनेशन होगा, उसमें थोड़ा वर्क किया है। उसका सेटमेंट में जो हमारा मेन बिल्डिंग का जो ब्लॉक है वो सेंटर में प्लेस्ड है, और हमें जो साइड के दो मेन एक्सेस है इसके अंदर, जिसमें दो मेन एक्सेस हैं, वन फॉर इमरजेंसी एंड वन फॉर पब्लिक एंड वन फॉर सर्विस एंट्री। This is the main building block and this is the public parking. This is the emergency block and emergency parking where the ambulance is parked, and these two ways are for the basement parking. उसके बाद ग्राउंड फ्लोर प्लानिंग पे हम अलग अलग ब्लॉक्स को अलग अलग डिवाइड कर दिया, उनके बीच में कनेक्टिंग स्पेस दिए ताकि उनको ब्रीथिंग स्पेस दिया, ताकि हर एक ब्लॉक के बीच में नैरो स्पेस दिया जहाँ पे वो उनकी लाइटिंग के भी थोड़ा उनकी लाइटिंग के लिए भी यूज होगा उनके लिए, और थोड़ा ब्रीदेबल स्पेस हो, जिससे उनका क्या नाम कनेक्टिविटी भी डिस्टर्ब नहीं होगी, पर हर ब्लॉक अलग अलग फंक्शनिंग ढंग से कर पाएगा। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इसमें ये वाला ब्लॉक है, इसके अंदर इमरजेंसी डिपार्टमेंट है, जिसमें हमने ट्राइज रूम जो फर्स्ट एड देते हैं, जिसमें हम पेशेंट आता है उसके बाद उसको फर्स्ट होता है ट्राइज रूम जहाँ ट्रीटमेंट होता है। वो कुछ माइनर ओटी भी दी है जहाँ पे जो सर्जरी वगैरह होती है, और एक पुलिस बहुत रिसेप्शन की है और सर्कुलेशन इसमें दी गई है। उसके बाद जो ये वाला है हमारा सेंट्रल लॉबी है, जहाँ पे जो आउट पेशेंट डिपार्टमेंट के जो पर्सन होंगे वो इसमें एंटर करेंगे, यहाँ पे उनका बिलिंग और जिनका रिसेप्शन जितना होता है वो उनका यहाँ पे सीटिंग होगा। उसके बाद ये डिपार्टमेंट है पूरा ओपीडी ब्लॉक है, जिसके अंदर जहाँ डॉक्टर्स वगैरह कंसल्ट करेंगे उनको, उनका ट्रीटमेंट होगा, उनका फार्मेसी है जहाँ पे मेडिसिन कर लेंगे। और जो लास्ट में जो डिपार्टमेंट है वो हमने दिया है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, जहाँ इंश्योरेंस होता है, टीपी डिपार्टमेंट जहाँ उनका उनका इंश्योरेंस, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और जो रिकॉर्ड होता है पूरे डिपार्टमेंट का वो रिकॉर्ड करेंगे। तो सेंट्रल में जो है ये रेडियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट, जहाँ पे उनका जो एक्सरे MRI जो उनके होते हैं अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट्स, वो सभी इसमें प्लेस किए गए हैं, ताकि जो जो पर्सन जिसमें रेडियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट में जो पर्सन डेली आते हैं, कुछ रेगुलर बेसिस पे आते हैं, उनको उनके लिए अलग से एंट्री दी गई, ताकि वो पूरा जो हॉस्पिटल उसको कवर ना करें, उनके सेपरेट एंट्री दी है यहाँ पे, ताकि वो सिर्फ उसी डिपार्टमेंट जाए, उसी मतलब उनका काम हो, वो थोड़ा आउट कर दिया वहां से। उसके बाद फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे आते हैं। फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे हमने इमरजेंसी ब्लॉक के ऊपर उनके कुछ ICU वार्ड्स दिए गए हैं, कुछ ट्रीटमेंट रूम ऊपर भी दिए गए हैं विद नर्स स्टेशन एंड ऑल। उसके बाद जो OT डिपार्टमेंट है वो हमने सेम फ्लोर पे रखा है, जहाँ पे सारी मेजर OT और माइनर OT सब हैं, और पोस्ट ट्रीटमेंट वार्ड भी वहाँ पे है, जो एनेस्थीसिया जैसे पोस्ट ऑपरेशन जो उन्हें एनेस्थीसिया वगैरह देते हैं, तो वो भी उसके अंदर ही है। उसके बाद हमने सिर्फ गैनोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट जहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स कैबिन दिए हैं कंसल्टेंट के लिए, कुछ ट्रीटमेंट रूम्स दिए हैं, जनरल वार्ड्स दिए हैं, और जो अपर साइड में इस ब्लॉक के अंदर हमने सब जनरल वार्ड दिए हैं जहाँ पे जो जनरल मेल फीमेल वार्ड अलग अलग किए इसके अंदर, जहाँ पे नर्स स्टेशन है, डॉक्टर रूम और लिनन रूम सब इसमें अवेलेबल है। उसके बाद सेकंड फ्लोर पे हमने आईसीयू बोर्ड दिए गए हैं जहाँ पे मतलब जो मेन आईसीयू सिंगल सिंगल बोर्ड है, और कुछ जनरल आईसीयू भी दिए जहाँ पे मल्टीपल बेड्स लगे होंगे, और एक ब्लड बैंक दिए जो इमरजेंसी के ऊपर है, मतलब किसी अगर ब्लड की जरूरत है या डोनेट करने आ रहा है तो उसके लिए वहाँ पे एक अलग से ब्लड बैंक है, ताकि वो इमरजेंसी के ऊपर किसी को इमरजेंसी में किसी को हेल्प नीड होती है ब्लड की, तो वो उसके थोड़ा पास में पड़ेगा, सर्कुलेशन की थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा। और उसके बाद हमने बोर्ड दिए हैं, ट्वेन शेयरिंग और क्वाइट शेयरिंग बोर्ड, जिसमें उसके बाद नेक्स्ट फ्लोर, थर्ड फ्लोर एंड फोर्थ फ्लोर टिपिकल फ्लोर प्लान है, दोनों बिल्कुल सेम है। उसमें ट्विन शेयरिंग बोर्ड एंड सिंगल शेयरिंग बोर्ड दिए गए, उनकी सर्कुलेशन, उनकी जो उनका है जो उनको वो प्रोवाइड किया गया है, जिसमें उनकी जो बेटर सर्कुलेशन इसमें लगी हुई है। उसका बेसमेंट फ्लोर जहाँ पे हमने सीएसडी डिपार्टमेंट और किचन दिया गया, सीएसडी में जो उनका जो अलग से स्टेयरकेस दिया गया है, जो ऊपर ओटी से लेके आईसीयू और रेडियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट पूरा कनेक्ट करता है आपस में विद बोर्ड्स, ताकि उनका एक अलग सर्कुलेशन हो जाए, तो पूरा हॉस्पिटल डिस्टर्ब ना किया, जो उनका डिपार्टमेंट है किचन का भी उसमें इंक्लूड है उसके अंदर। और बेसमेंट में हमने 2 व्हीलर्स और 4 व्हीलर की पार्किंग दी है। दिस इज द सेक्शन एलिवेशन, फ्रंट एलिवेशन सेक्शन। फ्रंट में किए हैं ताकि जहाँ पे मतलब मेन जो हम ग्लास यूज कर रहे हैं इंसुलेशन के लिए, अंदर ग्लास भी हेल्प करता है। ग्लास लगाने से क्या होता है कि मतलब इंसुलेशन भी होती है ग्लास में, डबल ग्लास ग्लास के अंदर, और जो डे लाइट है वो भी डिस्टर्ब नहीं होती, मतलब डे लाइट भी इसमें प्रॉपर आती रहती है, पर उससे डिस्टर्ब नहीं होता। जब जो हार्श सनलाइट है उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए हमने वर्टिकल लोअर दिए हैं, और एक डिजाइन एलिमेंट दिए जैसे हम जो रूफ कवरिंग है उसको थोड़ा इंसुलेट करते हैं, जो रूफ है थोड़ा वो उसको भी थोड़ा डायरेक्ट सनलाइट से बचा सके। तो हमने थोड़ा टेरेस गार्डन वगैरह दिए हैं इसके अंदर, ताकि जो पब्लिक जो हेल्थी पर्सन जो उनके जो पेशेंट के साथ आ रहे हैं उनके लिए एक ओपन ग्रीन एरिया, ताकि वो भी थोड़ा रिलैक्स कर सके, वहां पे उनको दिया गया है। दिस इज द सेक्शन जिसमें बेसमेंट प्लानिंग है, उसमें उसमें जो फ्लो का एयर फ्लो दिखाया है, जो ऊपर एलिवेशन एलिमेंट दिया है उसके थ्रू की मतलब वहां पे एयर मतलब एक्सेसिबल है, जहाँ आप नीचे सीटिंग भी दे सकते हैं अपने, और कुछ ओपन कैफे एंड टेरेस गार्डन वगैरह समथिंग है। थैंक यू।
आप प्लान्स में मुझे दिखा सकते हो कि आपका टेरेस गार्डन कहाँ है?
सर सर प्लान्स में इसमें सर टेरेस में सर जो ओपन टेरेस है ये वाला से अंदर यहाँ पे सर
ये टेरेस गार्डन है आपका?
ये सब एक्सेसिबल है सर यहाँ से, मतलब कि पूरा टेरेस गार्डन जहाँ पे लोग रिक्रिएशन स्पेस जहाँ पे सिट कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा व्यू मिल सकता है जिनको आसपास का।
आपने जो फ्रंट एलिवेशन था वो कहाँ का था, कौन सी फेस था?
सर दिस साइड से।
So this was north side. So you feel north side पे आपने elevation पे जाएंगे आप वापस? Can you go to your elevation slide?
This is the elevation, sir. Front elevation, sir.
The elevation slide. Yeah. So अभी इसमें आपने बोला था that where there is harsh sun, there you will have so many louvers and fenestrations. So north side में क्या harsh sun होगा?
Yes, sir.
Harsh होगा north का sun?
So no, sir. So north.
ये north facade है ना आपका
south
ये?
side, so north.
ये north facade
No,
है
sir.
ना ये
No,
वाला?
north. नहीं sir, north नहीं है sir.
ये north facade नहीं है?
नहीं sir. The north
कैसे
side
प्लान में
is-
एलिवेशन तो यही है, नॉर्थ फसाड तो यही बनता है।
नहीं sir, north इस side है sir.
कैसे इस साइड है, किधर है बेटा? 2 स्टेप
This is the
फ्लो डाउन,
north facade.
G+2 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग, G+5 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग, नॉर्थ तो यही हुआ, नीचे नीचे वाला फसाड ही हुआ आपका।
So this is the south and maybe.
How is it
this is
south? Your plan is showing north and your elevation is relating directly to north.
This is the north facade, no?
कैसे आप देखो, आप एलिवेशन देखो ना, आपने जो बनाया फ्रंट एलिवेशन का है, नॉर्थ किधर है? ये नॉर्थ एरो क्या है आपका?
Sir, this is the northwest facade.
Which is the
So-
northwest facade?
Yes, sir. The front elevation is facing northwest.
The front is facing northwest, na? So that is what my question is, whether it will have a harsh sun, as you mentioned that it will have a harsh sun and you want to cut that harsh sun.
So not exactly harsh sun, but the sun rays from the northwest side.
Northwest side में sun rays होगी, harsh होगी?
No, sir.
आपने बाकी यूटिलिटीज के बारे में सोचा कभी? इसमें एयर कंडीशनिंग, electricals. There's be a lot more ecosystem into a hospital.
Yes sir, इसमें सर HVAC सर electrical rooms वगैरह इसमें सर दिए गए इसमें
वो सब दे दिया आपने, कहाँ पर दिए थे?
सर्कुलेशन के अंदर सर, यहाँ पे जो सर्कुलेशन है इसमें सर एक HVAC रूम अलग से, इसमें डक्ट्स तो रन कर रही हैं, इसमें पूरा कंट्रोल होगा फ्लोर का।
तो ये डक्टिंग कहाँ से आती है, थोड़ा
सर जो
सोचा आपने?
HVAC सर इसमें वो डिजाइन पे बेसिक हम बेसमेंट में HVAC सिस्टम दे रहे हैं, फिर रूफटॉप पे दे रहे हैं, वो अलग अलग से उसमें वो।
आपने क्या प्लान किया वही मैं पूछना चाह रहा हूँ
सर
आपसे।
रूफटॉप
रूफटॉप पे क्या रखेंगे आप?
सर HVAC की यूनिट्स जो यूनिट्स होती हैं जो एयर फ्लो करती हैं।
HVAC की यूनिट जो एयर फ्लो करती है।
यस सर।
किस टाइप की यूनिट्स होती है?
सर इट्स नॉट,
इस पे आपने अभी वर्किंग नहीं करी। आपको 7th सेमेस्टर में ही होगा आप लोग?
यस सर।
ओके ठीक है। Anybody else, please go ahead.
Yeah, Lohit, as Gaurav sir has already told you, same problem we had with the earlier one also. Hospital design is design of requirements and necessities. It can't be something like that. But the few things which you've thought, but if you say Northwest needs such a loaded facade, you make a joke of yourself. Okay, so don't make a joke of yourself. Northeast, Northwest, North, they don't need such a loaded facade. Aside that, my concern is when you do these kind of designs, have you thought about fire safety, fire exits? You made one terrace, huge terrace, which can like load 200 people, and you have just one gate out of that terrace. There is no staircase out from that terrace. Did you even thought about exits, fire exits, how people can move out? What is the movement? You know how many hospitals have caught fire in past 1.5 years, right? Smaller ones, and you're making a big hospital. So my input as, as somebody who's been working, and if you are doing hospitals, you're doing these kind of things, as sir said, HVAC is not about putting the outdoor units on top of the roof, right? It's about a lot of things when it comes to hospital, the fresh air intakes, outtakes. Do you understand HVAC? If you don't, just say that I do not understand. And next thing is fire movement. There's oxygen movement. There are a lot of things which goes in hospital. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So best of luck. There's something, there is a potential in your design, but there's a lot need to be thought on this. Okay. Best of luck.
Lohit, I will just like to comment on your OT complex. The planning of OT complex in any hospital is very complex. But the way in which you have given, there's proper the 3 zones, non-sterilized, semi-sterilized, and sterilized. That is not reflecting in your design. If I see, directly in every OT has got a, there's a dirty linen duct which actually goes to the garbage area and to the collection point. I could see, but I think whenever you design OT, since you have done the detailing part, either you have just marked it as a OT complex, but since you have done the detailing, that means you must have done the detailing after certain case studies or after certain. So that is not reflecting in your designs. There's always a scrub up room actually, which there has to be separate entry, the doctor's entry from a scrub up room, and the patient entry from the semi-sterilized zone or the sterilized zone. So the flow is absolutely not at all what is it should be in a OT complex, because OT are very complex.
ऊपर से भी आप देख रहे हैं, there's a corridor which is directly connected to the wards. There is no safety, no protection.
And there is properly, segregation of, as I told you, sterilized, semi-sterilized, because sterilization is something very important in a hospital. Even even if you see IPD, what's happening in your IPD also, the male via ward. They are like just you have fit in your furniture, that's it. A lot of circulations, you're wasting, a lot of areas. If I see, moment I come to, I'll end up, I should first see the nursing station. Nursing station are not necessarily to just to keep a check on the wards also, but whenever someone enters, it should become very directional also. That way, a lot of area you have wasted, I don't know what are the size of the lift shaft, whether they are as per the stretcher or not, because I am not able to see the size of the lift shafts. So that's what it is. But your OTs, not at all,
So actually, these are designs of responsibility. Yeah? You need to, as architects, we need to take responsibility somewhere. And fourth year is good enough to take all these responsibilities, whatever be the design. So you will all need to get present to that scenario.
Yes. And plus, the ramp which you have just put inside to it could have been come somewhere in the center, which is so that your area next to ramp becomes, ventilation, ventilated, Otherwise, this foul smell is coming into of the toilets is coming into the ramp area. These are certain things which you need to keep in mind.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your detailed feedback. I hope it will really help students to in their career.
So hear it from Sangeet sir here.
Sangeet sir, would you like to give your feedback?
No, they all have done. We'll talk later.
Okay, sir. So now requesting jury members to give your remarks to this team. This was the fourth team, serial number 4. Lolit Yadav is the team leader name.
Hello, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Regarding this design, I would like to tell him he should have studied a lot. The hospital building, I think this is the most difficult and most complicated building to design. और अभी क्या लग रहा है कि उन्होंने स्टडी नहीं किया है, पीजीआई जाए, एम्स जाए, छोटे-मोटे हॉस्पिटल जाए, किसी भी डॉक्टर की परमिशन लेके ऑपरेशन थिएटर करेगा, जब वो घूमेंगे then he will come to know what are their 3 stages: sterilized area, semi-sterilized area and common areas. जैसे कि तुषार जी ने भी कहा, वो अभी डेफिनेटली प्लान बिखरा हुआ है और उसमें कोई एक कंबाइनिंग इफेक्ट नहीं आ रहा है उसका, तो मेरे ख्याल से इनको तो प्लान टोटल रिवाइज करने की जरूरत है एक बार और पहले उसके लिए मोटिवेट करना है। नॉट ओनली जब आप इमरजेंसी के लिए आते हैं उसकी पार्किंग, जहाँ पर अगर कोई डेथ केस हो जाता है तो उसको किधर से बाहर निकालना है, सर्विसेज का पूरा एक कॉम्प्लेक्स लगा पड़ता है जहाँ पे जनरेटर वगैरह रहता है, तो वहाँ पे जो स्टाफ वहाँ बैठा होगा उसके लिए प्रोविजन होगा। आई थिंक he needs to study more about hospital. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback, ma'am. And on this note, I would like to call upon the next team. The team leader name is Astha. They belongs to Gyani Zal Singh Campus College of Engineering Technology, and the typology is healthcare. Team, can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. Should we start?
Yeah, your time starts now.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. I, Vanshika and Astha are from 4th year from GZS campus, College of Engineering and Technology, MRS CTU Bathinda. We are from North Zone, and here we'll be presenting our healthcare design, that is hospital design. Okay. So why hospital? Why we chose hospital? For us, hospital is not any commercial place, but a land to heal ourselves and to heal the patients. So it will connect our mind, body, and soul. In nation's capital, a neighborhood has had a public hospital for 14 years on paper. Why we chose this site? In the government passed this tender to build hospital of 100 bed on 2007, and in 2010 the foundation stone was laid, but till now there is not even a trace of hospital. That's why we chose this site. The following diagram shows the site in which we have an area of 10,000 square meters, and we have 2 approach roads. One is 15 meter wide and the other one is 7 meters wide. The total built up area of the site is 8,200 square meters with a ground coverage of 27% and an FR of 0.8. Our parking is divided in basement as well as on this site. The below diagram for the sun path and the wind path of the site. Now moving on to the concept. So the major part of this design was how to design a hospital in 10,000 square meters with the scope of number one, future expansion and fulfilling present and future requirements that can pull more health and create a non-clinical environment. So not in a single, but an amalgamation of various ideas and ideologies is our concept. The main motto of our hospital was to focus on the mind, body, and soul, that is healing. And then we searched and got through a symbol, the British. One second, sorry, sir. The British symbol, that is Om. Now we come to the our concept and how we presented it. So we all know about the nation's capital polluted environment. We all know the pollution of Delhi, right? So our solution to it was cholera oxygen pavilions. This is a new concept. Here the radius of this is 3.5 meters and height is 3.5 meters. 8 people can sit in it. It runs on solar power, produces oxygen from carbon dioxide using algae, which is produced from photosynthesis. This pavilion comprises of glass tubes, which is manufactured by AIS, which is filled by algae, and it will produce oxygen through photosynthesis. So this is the glass tubes in this panel, like just filled with algae, and it will produce oxygen. The glass tube will be manufactured by AIS. We can customize it. The central fountain is also of glass tube, which will be from AIS glass. Okay. This is plastic. We found Okla landfill nearby and also the waste management company nearby our site, which is I think 5 kilometers. Then, so we decided to use silica plastic blocks, which will be used in walls and pavement blocks. These are safe. The concept is the facade that is aligned. Introducing you the LD panel. We are using LD panels in the facade of our building. We improve the air quality and produce sufficient amount of energy in the building itself. So they will help the building.
I think you are logged in. Simultaneously logged in from 2 IDs. Looks like that is echoing. Your voice is echoing.
Sir,
please close the auditorium from your Google Chrome and keep only Zoom call active on your screen.
Yeah, 1 second, ma'am. Ma'am, we logged in from one. Our video is showing from my laptop, and the presentation is showing from her laptop. What should we do?
So mute from her laptop and
Okay.
speak only from your speaker.
It's muted actually.
No, you'll have to disable the audio.
Disable the audio.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a second. Yes, sir. Were we audible earlier?
Yeah, it's okay now.
It's okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. We'll be presenting you our main concept, that is the facade, which is alive, the algae panels. So we are using this algae panel in the southern facade of our building. They improve air quality and produce sufficient energy as electricity to power the building itself. So the building will not only power itself, but also the surrounding buildings. It will produce this much amount of energy. And it is used recently in a biohouse in Hamburg, Germany. So yes, it is a proven live example. Okay. So this is the design initiation. The first sketch shows the first sketch is the site, and it shows the green zone, the noise area, the built-up zone is in light blue, and the approaching roads. Here in the right side is the division of the IPDs, emergencies, OPDs, and we kept the diagnostic in the center. Like we wanted it to connect to everything. From main entrance we'll go to OPD, diagnostic, emergency, IPD, and diagnostic will be in the center, providing parking to each one of the blocks. Here is the site plan. The master plan showing the entire site with pedestrian and vehicular circulation. and OPDs, IPDs, diagnostics, emergency blocks, and the central courtyard. We have different courtyards, one courtyard for the IPD block, which will be segregated only to them for healing purposes. We have another courtyard in the center, which is IPD, diagnostic, and OPD central courtyard, which will be for the visitors. Like when we come and we just sit there weekend, it's for the visitors for their relaxation. There are some sketches actually on the left side. The first sketch shows the punctures in the IPD block. These punctures actually. These connect with nature and allow the diffuse north light in the building. Because of these punctures, each bed in the IPD block will have its own view to the nature. The second diagram on the bottom one, on the right portion, it shows the louvers used in the southwestern facade of the building. This will reduce the heat gain of the building. On the right side, we have the sketch of ramp. This ramp will expose to this central courtyard actually, which is green in nature. It will allow the visitors to have a different view and provide a break from the hospital environment. The connectivity to the nature, which our ramp will give. On the bottom one, we have OPD block a sketch. We have oxygen pavilion on the first floor, and there's this LD panel facade, which will act as a curtain wall. Okay. This illustration shows the different blocks of the whole building and the hospital. Where the orange one is the OPD block, the blue one comprises of the emergency and the main entrance, and the IPD block is on the piche wala portion. Yes. Now we can see in this illustration that the IPD block has G+5 floors, the emergency has G+2, and the OPD is G+1. We have left for future expansion. We have not made any other design above the main block, which is the entrance and emergency block, that if we want more ICUs, we can build the above unit over it. Okay, so this bubble diagram shows the connectivity. This diagram shows the movement inside the block, where everything is accessible from the main entrance. Like this is the main entrance, and we can move from every single direction from here.
Vanshika, you have 1 minute left.
Okay, sir. Okay. This is the connectivity and different zones. That is, yellow is the circulation, orange is IPD, green is OPD, and the different zones. The basement is of gray. Next slide. These are the plans actually. We have 3 cores, main cores, and 2 different lifts in the emergency zone. For one is doctor's lift and other is mortuary lift. Next. These are the 2nd floor and 3rd floor plans, and the 4th floor and 5th floor. We have IPDs only accessing the 4th and 5th floor. And then these are the sections. 5th floor is of kitchen. The kitchen will provide with dumbwaiter everything to the every IPDs. And these are the sections which we made. From every section is cut from staircase. And these are the views. This is the view of IPD block, where we have provided green terrace, and there's the punctures along the green garden, which is accessible from each bed, and like we can view from each. The punctures are of 6 to 6 meters wide, which we have provided. This is a view of IPD block where louvers are provided, and there's this AIS glass paneled corridor, which is made up of toughened glass to provide circulation from the main block to the IPD block. Means when we connect to
You
the
have
main
overshot the time. Requesting you, please close it if you have 2-3 slides.
Okay, these are our views. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, team. Thank you for the presentation. Now we can ask a jury member to share their feedback. Yeah, Tushar sir, if you'd like to give the feedback first.
I think good attempt, it was a very, a technically driven building, as I will say, but very difficult for even at this stage me to understand what is going to be the implication. But I think if you go to the details and if you do the analysis in a proper manner, it's going to work. Maybe, I don't know. Good attempt.
Sir, we didn't have much time, but then we would have explained our plans and how this all works too. We have everything, like we have worked for it.
Hi, Vanshika, but I feel that you need to time your time, right?
Yes.
It's the amount of currency you have. You can't just say I've spent everything on one thing and not don't have any more left for anything else. Second, see, because you could not see your designs, but you talked about a lot of materials and everything. So when it comes to healthcare, you have to be very, very sure the material, especially the new one you're using, is not compromising the entire healthcare environment. That is why, like, we don't use a lot of new medicines on pregnant moms and small kids, right? That's how we don't use a lot of new materials, new technologies in healthcare, because there's a lot of emissions and things. Like, you are using a recycled plastic block, which I do not, you have to work it out. I'm not saying you should not, but then you have to talk about its emission, lead emissions, what is happening with that material being used. You're talking about solar leaf system. Solar leaf system needs carbon intake. Where are you taking it from? Which is the nearest plant you're taking it from? It can't work in isolation, right? So both your things you're using cannot work in isolation. And if I say that do not design a hospital for us, give us two materials which works for a hospital then. If you're working that way, at least whatever you do it till the end. You took an Hamburg solar leaf concept, just put it here, when it might not work. In Delhi, everything doesn't work in Delhi. Hamburg is a cold climate. It's not tropical. Delhi is a very different climate. How does that works here, where the algae works, which side of the facade, right? Just somebody who came before you said northwest facade need to be loaded with so much features. I wanted to know, if you do a solar leaf, which side of facade it will be, how does it work, how does it breathe, where it takes its carbon intake from, how does it circulate, where you're taking the energy out. Because in Hamburg, because I've studied that project, I know in Hamburg they use the residue heat in heating the whole hospital. But in Delhi, we need more of air conditioning than heating, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So it's very nice to have these fancy words, and I love that you kids have at least explored something. But then at least fourth year, I want you to bring it down to the context and at least say, ma'am, okay, fine, it's a new concept. We want to work it on this wall. Like, randomly people are saying that we'll put solar panels and put it on the odd places where no sun comes or they're not accessible to clean. Solar panels, if not cleaned, stop working, right? So because you've studied, I recommend you to go and study deeply the solar leaf and the composite waste tiles which you are using, and see whether they work in healthcare or not. Okay. Best of luck. Thank you.
Can I see your mission theatre level plan?
Ma'am, if you could repeat your question, ma'am, I think the team.
Can I see the plans for operation theatre and diagnostic center? Diagnostic.
Some plans of
diagnostic.
Diagnostic center, she is asking.
Emergency.
Diagnostic, not emergency.
Okay. This is a diagnostic block, and this is the emergency.
Okay. Where is the
diagnostic center? Like, from diagnostic, it's like we have the from here. When I enter here, when I have to collect only report, the report room is at the outer portion. Like, I'll collect report and then I'll go to the OPD where I'll have to show the reports. Then if I have to go for another things like major diagnostics, I'll go in this corridor, and here I have mammography, I have MRI, and I have ultrasound, X-rays, and labs. Labs are accessible from the main entrance. Like, I'll go straight, and there are labs and cath labs too. From the main emergency, if I have to go from IPD, I have to come down, and then I'll go to blood bank. I have blood bank here down with blood storage here and bleeding area.
मैं ये कहना चाह रही थी कि जो आप जैसे एक्सरे लिखा है कुछ भी, उसके अंदर फिर फर्दर सबसेक्शंस होते हैं जहाँ कंट्रोल रूम होता है, जहाँ से लिया जाता है. क्या इसमें एक लेआउट में आप बता पाएंगे कि इसमें किस तरह से किस साइड से किस तरह से लेआउट होगा? क्योंकि इसमें ये ध्यान रखने की बात होती है कि जो रेज है वो कॉरिडोर में रहते हुए पर्सन को इफेक्ट ना करें. तो ये भी एक डिटेल स्टडी की जरूरत होती है कि कहाँ पर कंट्रोल रूम होगा, सब तो एक्सपोज नहीं होंगे ना, तो पेशेंट होगा बाहर, बाकी कंट्रोल होगा इनसाइड से। और उसका लेआउट में कैसे होना चाहिए, उसकी वॉल थिकनेस भी अलग होते करके रेस बाहर आ जाता है। अगर आप कोई स्टडी करें, क्योंकि ये एरिया डायग्नोस्टिक सेंटर है, अप्रूवल के लिए जाता है अलग हर हॉस्पिटल का, और इसकी स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती है कि कंक्रीट वॉल होगी, कितने थिक होगी, किस डायरेक्शन से लेआउट होना है, कि बाहर से जो ऑर्डर लोग हो रहा है वो सब अफेक्ट ना हो। ऑपरेशन थिएटर का लेआउट देख सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this is the operation theater's layout. This is the emergency.
Okay. So how you have
This is
provided
I also want.
semi-sterilized and sterilized, that is how you have divided these zones. Have you decided about these zones?
Okay, semi-sterilized and sterilized zone. Okay, ma'am. So
Yes.
here, this is our first floor. In first floor, we have we have two OTs, this one and this one. And we have the dirty corridor at the end, and the both OTs are connected to this for mortuary, which will lead into mortuary in the basement. Then we have here the zones. This is the scrub and stuff sterilized zone, where this is connected to both the OTs. Here is the storage of sterilized zone. This one. Then we have nurse room connecting to the OTs. Like if there is any problem, the nurse can come at the point. This is the nurse room, and here is the doctor room, and this is the lift from where the doctors and nurses can circulate.
Have you given any change
Where
room
is the
for doctors and nurses, beta?
What, ma'am?
Change room for doctors and nurses? Whosoever will enter the
nurses. Ma'am, we have preparation room for that.
Where are the patients brought in from?
Patients for
Operation.
For the operation, ma'am, they can be bought from here. This.
But operative, post-operative, and there's no staircase in your OT zone. So if there is an emergency, what happens? Your whole block does not have any vertical circulation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
If
suggest
there's
you
an emergency, what is happening? Where is the activity happening? And I want you to pull your IPD block also. Just get it in the center.
Yeah.
Actually, you have patients. And
yes, sir.
So, आपके पास patients के लिए आपने north में you have a view, you have a lawn, and you have a toilet at the north.
Yes.
Why is that? Is it the best placement for your toilet? You wanted a view. You have a beautiful lawn which you have developed on the north facade for all your patients to look out to, which of course is very difficult. And then you have placed the toilet right in front there.
Okay, so sir, we just wanted it to be naturally ventilated. That's why we put it there, and we didn't
But
want
you have
that.
cutouts. You have cutouts. Your toilets can anyways get ventilated. That's for you to resolve, not for me to resolve.
Yeah.
And if you have provided these toilets, then what are the toilets at the rear doing? What are they for? And again, only one.
What, ma'am?
एक nursing unit के साथ how many beds you have taken?
6. We have 6 beds for one nursing unit. This is a
And
general.
only one staircase in that whole zone again. There's only one staircase which is again not opening out. It is again centered inside. So again, as Reema had said, that safety in a hospital is of paramount importance, and I don't see it happening in this whole thing. It's highly compromised.
इस पर थोड़ा गौर करने की बात है कि एक नर्सिंग स्टेशन के साथ कितने बेड्स होने चाहिए ताकि जो एक्सपेंसेस हैं कितने क्या अल्टीमेट देना चाहिए कि एक नर्सिंग स्टाफ कितने बेड्स को लुक आफ्टर कर सकता है, वो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपको नॉट अगर आप 6 लोग लेके नर्सिंग यूनिट रखेंगे तो टू मच, और आपके स्पेसेस भी बीच में स्पेसेस काफी छोड़े हैं, स्पेसेस between 3 beds, तो एक नर्स को भी देखने के लिए काफी दूर हो जाएगा हर बेड का, उसको थोड़ा सा कॉम्पैक्ट डिजाइन विल बी बेटर। एंड आप अगर स्टडी करें हॉस्पिटल डिजाइन बुक से आप देखेंगे तो लिखा होता है कितनी बेड्स पे नर्सिंग यूनिट का इकोनॉमी पड़ता है। नर्सिंग यूनिट का मतलब हुआ कि उसके साथ एक सेट स्टेशन रूम स्टोर कंप्लीट रिक्वायरमेंट उसके साथ है वो बार-बार आप नर्सिंग रिपीट नहीं कर सकते। तो इसमें मुझे आपका फायर स्टेप भी नजर नहीं आ रहा है। फायर स्टेप स्टेयरकेस इट इज 6 स्टोरी ब्लॉक ना ग्राउंड +5। तो इसको भी आप फर्दर आगे करने से पहले एक दफा आप स्टडी करिए। स्टडी करना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है जब आप डिजाइन करने जाते हैं सिविल।
We'll make sure to study well.
You have at least thought of segregation of traffic and segregation of different activities. Okay.
And just one more point, in the north you have placed a very high block, whereas the other blocks are lower. So you need to just reorient that as well somewhere. I'm not sure how easy it will be, but your north is the highest block.
Yes, sir.
So just review that as well. Because वो north light जो आप कह रहे हो north light का आप फायदा नहीं ले रहे।
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, Sangeet sir, any feedback you would like to give? Okay, that was the detailed feedback that we have received from the jury members, and it will certainly help students to make their presentation better.
एक और चीज मैं छोटी सी पूछना चाहता हूँ आस्था, that you have this green block which is G+5, and then you have another block with a blue fenestration that is also G+5. So somewhere you're
sorry, this is G+2 actually. We have provided LG blocks. G+2. These are not
this is only G+2.
Yes, sir. These are not windows. These are just LG panels. A curtain wall of LG panels, and we have separate space for them in the basement.
Just be careful, like Reema ma'am has already pointed out, that you have some fancy features which you have listed out, and then you are just throwing them on some facade, some location somewhere. So they are not really coming out with the context, where exactly what is being placed. So the context is not relative. You have just listed out 5 things, and then you are just trying to put those things somewhere. And you also don't know where they are actually, whether they are in the right position or not.
We have thought of it. It's the OPT block and it's south facing. So LG works on photosynthesis. We know whenever the sun will strike more on the glasses, the LG will start to move on more. And
but in Delhi climate, just consider Delhi climate, which goes up to 48 degrees. On south, it becomes extremely harsh. I really don't know. I'm not the expert whether LG will actually survive there or not.
Yeah, actually, Gaurav sir is right. It's not 40 degrees. It will, with the glass, it will reach 58 degrees, 60 degrees.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure where your LG will survive actually. Yeah.
Okay, we'll work on it for sure.
Thank you, jury members. Thank you for the detailed feedback. Now requesting you all to please give your remarks on the evaluation sheet. This was a serial number 5. Team leader name was Astha. Yeah, thank you, team. On this note, I would like to call Sangeet Sharma sir to address the audience and share his experience. Over to you, Sangeet sir. Anuja, could you please check with Sangeet sir? Is he facing any problem? So,
yeah, he's facing some problem. I had discussion. We can go ahead with the next step.
Okay, sir. So I would request Gaurav sir to address the audience and share your feedback for 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So we are in the middle of a nice session today. And definitely there are colleges, we would like to see more colleges participating. So when we realign our calendar, so that will be helpful. And definitely I'm here also for the second year back to back. And definitely the quality is improved this year. But I think we need to suggest or look at options whether this should be purely a design centric thing or more of an ideas competition somewhere. So I would like to see this happening as a more of ideas thing rather than just a layout plan and then people trying to fit in their spaces and trying to create a hospital in this competition. So because coming to healthcare and creating a hospital is not easy. It is even in a full semester, people are not able to do it. So as a competition, whether we should look at reorienting the competition also somewhere with more of ideas being given out. But definitely it's a good effort from AIS also and making them aware. I went through one of the sessions in APJ and
Yes,
it was a interesting session, and hopefully the students also got some insights and some we could add some value there. So overall, the program is very well structured, and hopefully with the new ideas, it will go to greater heights and be one of the sought after competitions in the student fraternity in years to come. All the best.
Anything, sir, you would like to say to students as per your real-time experience?
So to students, as I just mentioned some time back also, you need to become present to the context and the materials and the technologies which you are doing, and become present and become responsible, because architecture is not easy. Profession is not going to be easy. Even when you pass out, there'll be a lot of disillusionment. So, but after 25, 27 years into the practice, I can assure you that if you are focused, definitely there's no limit, and nobody should really get disheartened, because that is what we are seeing in fresh architects, and then they look at their friends and they want to leave architecture in the first year, second year after passing out. So just hold on. But definitely you will have to work on areas, and two areas where I specifically tell all young budding architects to focus on is material and technology. If you will focus on these areas, it will sail you through first 5 years, and then you will have your profession really sorted out. Okay. So don't think that, don't expect that you will get hospitals in the first year as you pass out. It will not be the case for sure. So all the big projects will happen. They are all for you for the taking, but initially focus on material and technology. And that is the gist of architecture everywhere, whatever you do. If you have control over it, definitely you will have the edge. And that is where we are failing as a profession, as architects, because we are not focusing on these areas. And when you go in the field without ample knowledge of these two things, you definitely feel the heat. So from engineering, the profession is changing drastically. There's now the role of an architect is changing exponentially. It's changed over the last 5, 10 years, 15 years. And the role is definitely changing. So you need to be ready with that. And all the best.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for this wonderful speech. And certainly, sir, we are growing, and thanks all of your support and all the jury members that we are thanking for the support in the ADU and masterclass that you are doing. Yes, sir. On this note, sir, we'll call upon our next team. I think the first team is ready. The technical problem has been resolved, so we can call on the first team. The team leader name is Jaya Gupta. They're from Gyani Zal Singh School of Architecture and Planning. Yeah, so you can share your screen and you can turn on your camera. I'll just tell you when to start. Let me know when you're ready.
Is the screen visible, sir?
No, Jaya. It says double click to enter full screen mode.
Now, sir?
Now it is visible. Yeah. Okay, so your voice is breaking. Can you say something again?
Hi, sir. This is Jaya from this side.
Your voice is breaking.
North zone. Okay,
I think
sir.
now it is clear. We can start. So you starts. Your time starts now.
Yes, sir. So hi, sir. Jaya this side, group leader from the topic healthcare. So this is the outlook of our hospital design, what we designed here. Starting up with the project introduction, we are as the brief says, the building should have a versatile green material, creating a sustainable spaces. So out of the 3 building types, we choose hospital building type, where which the site is chosen by our own. A maximum site area should be 10,000 square meter with the climate conditions of tropical. So this is our team, myself, and Shamsher the other side. We, the students of MRS PTU, just exploring ourselves more and trying to be more creative by bringing sustainability through design and material. We assure you, you see this throughout our design. So our design was basically to consider the factors of sustainability, which are the 3 factors: environmental, social, economic. So on the environmental basis, we try to preserve natural resources and prevent pollution. Social, we are creating a trade and providing opportunities to workers. On the economic basis, saving cost construction methods. So let us let me introduce to our site. Our site is of Dwarka, which is in Delhi. So Dwarka population is about 39,000. The area of 50 square meter. The site is well connected with roads, mall roads, and residential areas. There is basically crowded areas, crowded cities. So Dwarka is one of the places where residential areas. So with the growing population, there is always a need of facilities. So providing a medical care nearby the area, which can help the people more. Site analysis. So the site is northeast, where Sahat is shown with the wind direction of southwest, and the climate, as I mentioned before, is the tropical one. Doing a basic analysis of what is that strength, the basic connection was very well. Public transport is connected. Weaknesses, there are a lot of shrubs and on the site, can create a problem while clearance. Opportunities, creating a sustainable land and construction period for by providing employment. Threats are basically runway airport के पास airport. So the site basic bylaws जो हमारे site के थे वो की coverage area जो 40% होना चाहिए, FAR2 height 28 meters and setbacks are 9 meters, whereas other side 6 meters. So what was our concept? Creating a facade, a solid facade can create a boring and unclear structures. So we try to create a structure in masses, creating more familiar to the spaces and providing a better balance and harmony to the context and familiar places. So the factors considered in creating a concept and keeping them site in mind. So the care department majorly needs a wide, like a protection must be provided. So to create that to create a barrier and to make it more a better design, we choose our building to be oriented towards north-south direction. Next is we consider factor, which is one of the important factors, creating a positive biophilic healing atmosphere, which helps to improve air quality and acoustical efficiency. By creating green spaces, terrace gardens, and spread out spaces. Next is interconnected masses. So keeping the courtyards in mind, we create a bridge structure so that courtyard be on the ground and we can have a more greener areas. Cross ventilation is provided through creating, as I mentioned in the stepping masses concept, ascending order of height is placed so that the ventilation open. So next is up with a zoning. The site is connected with the highway, then with the link road. The link road road connects the site to main entries, which further connects us to the entrance lobby. And this road is connected to the basement of the entrance lobby as well as to the parking, whereas the emergency parking is provided from this side, which connects to the emergency block. Next is service, which very well connects to the IPD, where the lower portion of IPD consists of kitchen and laundry services. So the entrance lobby is very well connected to the diagnostic blocks, OPDs, IPDs, and emergency block. As you can in the section, that the area of basement is not fairly used below. Some for the basement, other is kept for green areas. So the site is oriented north-south direction. Sorry, building block is oriented north-south direction with a built-up area of 11,000 square meters, the front of 20% and the parking 25%. So the basement is provided from this emergency portion. Next is how we use glass in our concept. So glass was used to provide a waiting area, a facade, which very well connects to the greener courtyards. Use AIS floor glass to bring clarity and extreme transparency and provide a better ventilation and natural lighting. Next, we use AAC block, which is one of the green material, providing porous, non-toxic, reusable construction. So this saves up to our cost 15.3% with an insulation over that, providing us energy cost, prevent moisture contamination and reduce capacity. Next, we provided brick cladding, which is used to shed and repel water, which helps in basically climate control and also help in cost effective as we do paint or do plaster, which needs a certain maintenance at a certain time. So now, next is up with our basement plan. So our basement is basic with the majority of parking. On the backward portion, there one is the CST block, this one, purplish, and this pink one is the mortuary block, which was well connected with the dumb waiters and lifts. Next is ground floor. Ground floor is providing entrance to the emergency block, services provided at the front. Two entrances are provided, one with the waiting area and other for the patient and the staff. This one is the main entrance block, which provide a waiting hall well connected to the pathological labs and blood bank, OPDs, and further connected to the IPD services. Next is first floor. So first floor, we have delivery suite on this. Entrance lobby is further converted into administrative block on the upper portion, where then the connection between the radiology department to emergencies and IPs.
Jaya, you have 1 minute left.
Yes, sir. The OTs are based on this portion on the floor, very well connected to IPDs, as we know that ICU के बाद we have to shift with the IPDs, so बहुत अच्छे से connected है, with also connected with CSSD and CSSD to basement and mortuary. So again, there is a reduction of OPDs and IPDs. You can see in our plans there is a reduction of each floor, each block according to their functions. Fenestration is also kept in mind, providing a waiting area with maximum views and courtyards. So this is a section which is giving us a view of how we give a terrace garden on the floors, providing a better space and keeping water uses more, तो कि water यहाँ पे use कर सके हम maximum time में, and to prevent मतलब to save water, we use this concept. Next is we have shown in our concept how this is achieved through our elevations, keeping administration minimal and joinery details in mind. This is how our side facade looks with all the steps and bridge areas over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaya. Thank you for the presentation. Now, requesting jury members to give the feedback on your presentation. We can start with Savita ma'am.
Yeah. Good design. Analysis has been done very nicely. Mortuary in basement, is it okay? I don't know. And connection between indoor and IPD, OPD and diagnostic. उसमें आप कैसे सेग्रीगेट करेंगे कि इंडोर में कोई पर्सन ना जा पाए, जो पर्सन ओपीडी या डायग्नोस्टिक के लिए आ रहा है तो उसको आप कैसे चेक करेंगे कि वो इंडोर एरिया में ना जाए? कोई प्लान लीजिएगा, कोई टिपिकल फ्लो प्लान लीजिए और ये बताइएगा टिपिकल फ्लो प्लान।
इसमें हाँ जी,
जो पर्सन डायग्नोस्टिक के लिए आ रहा है क्या वो इंडोर तक भी जा सकता है विदाउट परमिशन?
मैम कहाँ जा सकता है?
डायग्नोस्टिक टू आईपीडी।
Yes, ma'am. This is the diagnostic portion, and yes, this one is the IPD connected to.
From going, काफी लोग ऐसे करते हैं ना कि आप हम तो टेस्ट कराने जा रहे हैं और वो इंडोर में पहुंच जाते हैं, जो कि प्रॉब्लम होती है पेशेंट्स के लिए। तो उसको हम कैसे चेक कर रहे हैं इसमें कि जो लोग डायग्नोस्टिक के लिए आए हैं वो डायग्नोस्टिक के लिए ब्लॉक में करके हैं, वो इंडोर में ना जाते हैं।
There is like a proper division done to the like this portion, entrance portion. फिर उसके बाद वो further emergency diagnostic OPDs में divide हो रहा है, तो like I guess there is clear way to the diagnostic, but
yes, यहाँ लखनऊ में SGPDI में ये प्रॉब्लम है कि लोग आते हैं ओपीडी के लिए, डायग्नोस्टिक के लिए जाते हैं और डायग्नोस्टिक का कह करके इंडोर में चले जाते हैं और इस प्रॉब्लम को फेस करना मुश्किल होता है। तो ये आप सर्टेन करेगा अपने प्लान में कि इंडोर डायग्नोस्टिक के थ्रू इंडोर में जा पाए।
Okay, ma'am, we will try to solve that problem.
और एक ही अरेंजमेंट आपने चेक किया कि जैसे आपने जो लगाए हैं डायग्नोस्टिक में जो रेज हैं वो टुवर्ड्स नीचे, मुझे लग रहा है कि रेज आपके कॉरिडोर में जाएंगी, तो वो अवॉइड होना चाहिए लेआउट करते हुए फर्नीचर का।
Okay, ma'am.
बाकी गुड अप्रोच। आप लोगों ने सर्विस का ब्लॉक अलग होता है जहाँ पे जनरेटर या गैस प्लांट ये सब होता है, दैट यू आर नॉट शोइंग और आई मिस्ड इट। सर्विस ब्लॉक जनरेटर होगा यहाँ पर भी और ऑक्सीजन का सब गैस सिलेंडर सब हमने जैसे सप्लाई होगी, where that block is located in your layout?
Ma'am, service block is basically provided at the entrance portion so that it is more convenient to the people to access to upper floors.
No service. I'm not asking for service core. Service block, generator, gas plant, कहाँ लोकेट करिएगा आप जहाँ से इक्वली डिस्टेंस पे सब सर्विसेज मिल सके ब्लॉक में। तो ये स्टडी करने का पार्ट है, ये भी आप स्टडी करेगा। किसी हॉस्पिटल में जाइए, देखिए कि उनकी सर्विसेज कैसे रखी जाती हैं, कहाँ से वो गैस प्लांट रखा जाता है या एक पर्सन बैठा होता है जो लगातार ये आई करता है कि ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई प्रॉपर हो रही है और तो वो सर्विस ब्लॉक मेरे को इसमें नजर नहीं आ रहा। किचन ब्लॉक सेंट्रल ब्लॉक में रखा है आपने इसमें
CSSD is on the basement portion. This one is CSSD.
In major brain where it stands? इसके ऊपर क्या है आखिर में? क्या आपके ऑपरेशन थिएटर इसी ब्लॉक पर है?
Yes, ma'am. This is linking us to diagnostic block. This portion here.
I think it should relate to operation theater block. Diagnostic में तो ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आ रहा है ना पर्सन, diagnosis के लिए आ रहा है। तो काफी अच्छा किया।
This lift is connecting us. This lift is connecting us to CSSD block.
एक दफा कोई प्रॉपर डिटेल जाके स्टडी करिए। Relation between departments and relation between services to the blocks.
Okay.
Fine.
Jay, I have a small observation, for all the lift codes, since they are the only vertical commuting this thing, because you don't have the ramps for the stretcher and everything, it looks many places very cluttered, because your staircases are in just opposite to the lift, the kind of congestion, the human traffic, will be there. I think it's not optimum, Plus this lift, one which is just opening after the door, not workable if some persons are this corridor which is linking to this thing, or what is the department? I think you need to work on the lift course basically. You need to give more
Sir,
certification.
we have already also provided with bed lifts at certain places like minor OTs and major OTs. This over here and here. These are
still, because the kind of traffic you will have when it is just opposite to the staircase, you should have a proper beds. This is lacking according to me.
Like for the upper blocks also, they are fairly large blocks and you have only one set of staircase at one corner. So the safety is really compromised at the. You see, you have a very large block at the top.
Yes, sir.
Fairly large block. So you will need to have some emergency staircases just exiting out.
Okay, sir. So we just design on the basis keeping in the mind fire exit. So we provided at the like entrance at the entrances.
So it's not about what you
after
think.
a travel distance, we need to have another set.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. There's a travel distance from a staircase to staircase. How much is it? You have studied, tell us.
Approx.
There is no approx. There's a standard travel distance.
Like 15 to 18 meters.
And how much is yours?
Every block have one staircase that is already better.
Ma'am, 30 meters.
In many places, you have given just one lift. So what is the idea about it? One stairs and one lift. And on other hand, you have given one stairs and two lifts.
Ma'am, this one is about the here is the entrance of IPD block. So we provided with 2 lifts and 1 stairs. This one is connected basically to the servicing block, pantries and dietary units and laundry units. So this one has 1 lift.
Have you ever studied why the lifts come in pair when it is this kind of things, in projects like these, why lifts come in pair?
This is to so that we can segregate a portion of services,
No,
vertical
just that.
circulation.
See, you are still in process of understanding, learning. So, there's a lot of things, but you need to see why something happens, why lift come in pairs, why there is a staircase like this. And I'm pretty surprised at your 4th year level, you do not know that for fire, you need a proper lift core. You cannot just openly put your staircase and lift the way you've kept. So there's a lot of learning which need to happen. And as a sir has already mentioned, Gaurav said, it's too huge a project, I think, for too small a time. That's also a problem here. Okay, that's all for me.
Actually, when you design lifts, you actually calculate the occupancy. There's a whole calculation which goes behind it. There's a NBC code which is applicable, and you consider the traffic, you consider how many passengers can move through a lift, what will be the peak volumes, and then you decide on your lifts, you decide on your backups, plus your stretcher lifts, your passenger lifts, everything, your service lifts, they all need to be segregated. It's a huge ecosystem. It's a city by itself operating 24/7. There's so much of operations going into a hospital project.
Yes, sir.
Good effort. Okay. Thank you.
Tushar sir, any feedback that you would like to give?
I'm done with it. Wish.
Okay, sir. Sangeet sir?
Yeah, all okay. I just wanted to see the views. I thought कि technical चीजें तो सब बोल ही रहे हैं. So let's give her the benefit of doubt of the views. Can I see your views? Yeah.
Not made like perfectly one, but these are some of the elevations and a 3D model, like conceptual 3D model at the starting one.
It's a somebody's worked only on the views and somebody's worked only on the plan. चलो anyway, unfortunately मैं जो भी मानता हूँ तो वो नहीं होता. चलो ठीक है, elevation looks nice, but fine, all right. Now that you don't have it, perfect.
This one is the view, conceptual one.
ठीक है, oh, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all the jury members for giving the detailed feedback, and it will certainly help students in future. Now, calling upon the next team. They're from the Lingya Vidyapeeth. Team leader name is Mayank Sharma. Team, please go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. You can
एक
make
ही
it.
वॉइस भी है इनको समझ गया मैं क्या वो हमारे तरफ
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
you want to
first
make it
we
full
are-
screen?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Mayank, I would suggest just make it full screen. The presentation is not in full screen. So if you could make it full screen, so it will be visible for everyone.
Okay, sir. There is some issue here. Is it okay, sir?
No, it's still not in full screen mode. Just do one thing. You can stop sharing it and reshare with the full screen, not in only with this particular application. Yeah, go to your presentation. Now make it full screen. Yeah, perfect. Okay, your time start now.
Good afternoon, sir. सर तो हमारा सर जो डिज़ाइन था वो हमने 5 स्टार होटल लिया था, which is considered in hospitality, and sir these are our participants. सर जो हमारी साइट है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वो सर हमारी फरीदाबाद की साइट है, और सर इनका जो साइज होगा वो 10,000 स्क्वायर मीटर्स होगा, जिसका सर परमिशन ग्राउंड कवरेज एरिया 30% है, विच इज 3,000 स्क्वायर मीटर्स, एंड FAR इज 1.75. सर जो फरीदाबाद का क्लाइमेट है बेसिकली वो हल्का सा हॉट रहता है, 45 डिग्री सेल्सियस, और मतलब मिनिमम यहाँ पे रहता ही रहता है। और दूसरा सर विंटर्स सीजन में भी ज़्यादा मतलब कोल्ड की तरफ जाता नहीं है, नॉर्मल यहीं पर हॉट ज़्यादा ही रहता है। और सर जो हमारी साइट है सर उसकी कनेक्टिविटी यहाँ पर जो फरीदाबाद न्यू टाउन रेलवे स्टेशन है उससे सर 5 किलोमीटर्स अवे है, मेट्रो स्टेशन से सर 0 किलोमीटर्स दूर है, एंड बस स्टैंड से 3 किलोमीटर, एंड इंदिरा गांधी नेशनल एयरपोर्ट से 40 किलोमीटर्स। और सर ये मास्टर प्लान है जिसमें सर फरीदाबाद का मतलब लेआउट दिखाया गया है कि जो एक्चुअल हमारी साइट है वो कहाँ पर अभी अवेलेबल है। और सर जो हमारी साइट है वो काफ़ी पॉश इलाके में है, जिसके सर सराउंडिंग में काफ़ी ज़्यादा मतलब मॉल्स वगैरह भी हैं, तो जो कॉन्सेप्ट हमने लिया है तो उसको वो काफ़ी एनहेंस कर सकता है वहाँ पे। जो सर हमने कॉन्सेप्ट लिया है वो ओरिएंटेशन के अकॉर्डिंग लिया है, कि मतलब बिल्डिंग को हमने उस हिसाब से ओरिएंट करा है ताकि जितनी भी मैक्सिमम सनलाइट हो वो सर मिनिमम सरफेस पे गेन हो। मतलब कि जो हमारी बिल्डिंग है वो वाई शेप की इसलिए ली है ताकि एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो हमारा व्यू आए वो हर जगह से प्रॉपर व्यू आना चाहिए, कोई भी बाउंडेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए, वाई शेप में इसलिए ली है। और सर वाई शेप को हमने टिल्ट इसलिए करा है ताकि सर जो मिनिमम सरफेस जो हमारा साउथ साइड है वहाँ पे जो हमारी सन आएगी, सन की डायरेक्शन आएगी वो भी सिर्फ दो सरफेस पे आएगी, इससे ज़्यादा कहीं भी नहीं आएगी। और सर हमने उस सरफेस को कम करने के लिए क्या करा है, वहाँ पे सर वाटर बॉडी प्रोवाइड कर दी है, जो स्विमिंग पूल्स आएंगे हमारे वो हमने सर साउथ साइड पर डाल दिए ताकि सर जो वहाँ से इवापोरेशन होगा उससे सर कूल एयर वहाँ से फ्लो करेगी अंदर की तरफ। और सेकेंडली उसके बाद हमने सर सस्टेनेबल के लिए सोलर पैनल का यूज़ करा है। सोलर पैनल का मतलब हमने कुछ ज़्यादा ही यूज़ करा है, जैसे कि हमारा साउथ साइड वाला एरिया हो जाएगा जो बिल्डिंग के यहाँ पे आता है, नॉर्थ साइड की तरफ आता है, वहाँ पे सर हमने पार्किंग दी है और पार्किंग के ऊपर हमने सोलर पैनल लगा दिए हैं। इससे क्या होगा कि सर जो हमारी कार्स वगैरह होंगी उन सबको सर शेड भी मिलेगा, और शेड के साथ साथ हमारी एनर्जी भी प्रोड्यूस होती रहेगी, जिसकी वजह से सर वो बिल्डिंग खुद से सस्टेन रहेगी। और सर सनरूफ के ऊपर तो हमारा सोलर पार्किंग है ही। दूसरा सर अपना इंडोर एयर क्वालिटी को मेंटेन करने के लिए हर समय हमने हम बीच में एयरटेम डाला था सेंटर में, जो हमारा कोर है एक्चुअली वो सेंटर से लाई कर रहा है, तो फिर वहीं पर ही हमने छोटा सा स्पेस ओपन कर दिया है जिसके अंदर ही हमने वहाँ पे थोड़े बहुत प्लांट्स लगाएं ताकि उसकी जो क्वालिटी हो वो मेंटेन रहे, क्योंकि बाहर से अंदर की तरफ आते हैं जब तो सर बाहर तो पॉल्यूशन ज़्यादा रहती है, अंदर को हम कैसे क्लीन कर सकते हैं, हम ज़्यादा HVAC सिस्टम अगर लगाएंगे तो बिल्डिंग सस्टेन रह नहीं पाएगी, तो नेचुरल तरीके से ही कर सकते हैं। तो डेट्स वाई सर हमने यहाँ पे बीच में प्लांट्स वगैरह लगाए हैं। सर दिस इज अवर साइट प्लान, जिसमें सर पहला तो जो फर्स्ट होगा सर हमारी मेन एंट्रेंस होगी, और जो हमारा 12 और 10 होगा वो सर हमारा एग्जिट और सर्विस एंट्री होगी, और जो सर हमारा 3 है वो सर पार्किंग है, और 11 हमारा बेसमेंट पार्किंग की तरफ जाता है। और सर ये 5 स्टार होटल है तो सर ऑब्वियसली बात है इसमें सर पार्टी लॉन भी होगा। तो सर जो हमारा नॉर्थ साइड है, नॉर्थ साइड में एक्चुअली सन का मतलब जो भी हमारी रेज होंगी जो गेनिंग होगी बहुत कम आएगी, तो इसलिए जो भी हमारे पार्टी लॉन की जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट है, मतलब कि वहाँ पे हीट कम होना चाहिए और साउथ साइड में नहीं होना चाहिए, वो भी सर सारी पूरी फुलफिल हो रही है। 8 में सर हमारे पास हमारे कैफेज रेस्टोरेंट्स आ जाएंगे, 9 में तो जो पूल हमने बताई दिया था वहाँ पे आ ही जाएगा, और 7th में सर सेमी ओपन एरिया, और 8 में हमारे 5 में हमारे सर लैंडस्केपिंग वगैरह एरिया आ जाएगा। उसके बाद सर ये ग्राउंड फ्लोर एरिया आ जाएगा। ग्राउंड फ्लोर प्लान में सर सबसे पहले तो एंट्रेंस आ जाएगी, एंट्रेंस के बाद सर यहाँ पे रिसेप्शन आ जाएगा। रिसेप्शन सर इस हिसाब से है कि मतलब जो भी हमारा मेन फोकल पॉइंट होगा वो सर सेंटर में आता है, तो सेंटर से ही मतलब जो भी मूवमेंट होगी वो सेंटर से ही होगी। कोई भी अगर हमें फर्स्ट फ्लोर से भी मतलब हमें सेकंड फ्लोर पे जाना है या फिर लेफ्ट टू राइट करना है तो वो सेंटर से ही होके जाए। इससे सर क्या होगा, कनेक्टिविटी मेंटेन रहेगी, और सेकेंडली सिक्योरिटी का भी कोई इशू नहीं रहेगा। और इवन सर जो बैंक्वेट हॉल होंगे वहाँ पर भी अगर कोई मतलब गेस्ट जाना चाहता है तो सर वो भी डायरेक्ट पीछे से नहीं जाएगा, वो भी मेन एंट्री से फर्स्ट से होते हुए पूरी सिक्योरिटी चेकिंग करते हुए रिसेप्शन को देखते हुए ही जाएगा, थर्ड वाले गेट से। सर ये ग्राउंड फ्लोर हो गया। और सर जो हमारा बाकी फर्स्ट फ्लोर टू 5th फ्लोर होगा वो सर टिपिकल रहेगा, जो कि सेम रहेगा अपना जो बेडरूम टाइप 1 है और जो बेडरूम टाइप 2 है वो सर उन सब से रहेगा।
अभिषेक एक बार ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे वापस आना।
हाँ जी यस सर।
बैंक्वेट्स नहीं है ना आपके?
सर बैंक्वेट्स प्रोवाइड नहीं करें सर हमने यहाँ पे पार्टी लॉन्स प्रोवाइड कर दिए हैं। जो 15 है अगर हमारा वो सेमी कवर्ड एरिया है। यस सर। और सर
आपका इसमें लिफ्ट कहाँ पे है? लिफ्ट कोर कहाँ है?
सर लिफ्ट कोर सर ये 3rd नंबर है, ये हमारे साथ लिफ्ट कोर है। बाकी सर जो 19 जो नंबर है हमारा वो सर हमारी सर्विस एंट्री हो जाएगी। मतलब कि क्या होता है कि सर 5 स्टार होटल में एक कॉरिडोर होता है जो कि अपना सर्विस के लिए होता है और दूसरा एक कॉरिडोर होता है जो कि हमारे स्टाफ वगैरह के लिए होता है। तो सर जो हमारी हमने जो कॉरिडोर डाला है वो हमने हॉरिजॉन्टली प्लेस नहीं करा, हमने वर्टिकली प्लेस करा है एज अ लिफ्ट और स्टेयरकेस।
ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट फ्लोर।
सर ये टिपिकल फ्लोर तो है ही, जो इसमें सर 1st to 4th फ्लोर वाले
इसमें आपके लिफ्ट के साथ में कोई स्टेयरकेस नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है
सर। फर्स्ट वाले में हैगी सर, जो मतलब जो सेंट्रल कोर से है वो सर नॉर्मल लिफ्ट आ जाएगी जो गेस्ट वगैरह के लिए होंगी।
बट लिफ्ट तो आपने दी थी, बट लिफ्ट के पास में स्टेयरकेस कोई नहीं दी आपने।
बट सर 5 स्टेयरकेस मैंने सर मतलब 4th नंबर पे 5 स्टेयरकेस है हर जगह पे।
चलो ओके, इट्स ओके, गो अहेड।
यस सर। सर उसके बाद सर एलिवेशंस आ जाएंगे, वेस्ट साइड एंड साउथ साइड। आफ्टर दैट वी हैव सेक्शंस। सर इसमें सर एटीएम पे कट, जैसे सेक्शन वाई है उसमें सर एटीएम कट हो रहा है यहाँ पे। सर उसके बाद डिटेल आ जाएंगी जॉइंट्री की, डोर विंडोज। आफ्टर दैट वी हैव व्यूज। Sir, we have also made a physical model too. सर जो भी मतलब हमने एक्सप्लेन करा था उसको सर फिजिकली हम प्रोवाइड करवाया था।
I think we can close up to other junior members.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, after. Thank you.
Yeah, I have few very small points, Abhishek. Can you just
Yes,
keep your slide on?
On
yes, the ground floor plan.
Yeah,
Abhishek, you're Abhishek, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, sorry to say, but your ground floor is not working. You should look into your designs. You cannot have somebody enter the dining hall and then go through your staircase and everything. Second, you said very loosely that Faridabad is a hot climate. Where are you from, Abhishek?
I am from Faridabad.
Actually, you guys don't even say hot climate. Say बहुत गर्म होता है. What गर्म होता है यार? We're architecture students. It's not about what language you use. It's not about गर्म. You talk about the average temperature. You talk about the lowest and the highest. That's it.
Okay, ma'am.
गर्म होता है, खाना भी गर्म होता है, कपड़े भी गर्म होते हैं. गर्म होते नहीं बोलते ना. और उसके बाद when you're saying गर्म होता है and you're not giving an indoor banquet, you're giving a party lawn. These places are supposed to generate revenues. How this party lawn will generate any revenue to this hotel if it's an open in Faridabad when you're saying it's all garam there?
But ma'am, party lawn से जो party lawn है सर वो north side की तरफ provide करा है, जो
north
building
हो
की
south हो, if you are from Faridabad, अगर आप फरीदाबाद से हैं, NCR से हैं, कोई भी लॉन में पार्टी नहीं करता. अब होती है पार्टी, आप मान लो कि नवंबर एंड से लेकर मार्च तक बस.
यस मैम.
कोई बाहर नहीं आता, उसमें पोल्यूशन आ जाता है तो उसमें भी लोग मना कर देते हैं पार्टीज के लिए.
यस मैम.
So I'm just telling you, when you start presenting and saying garam hai aur ye hai na, this just takes everything away. And my problem, one problem, uske baad a lot of things which I don't want to discuss is this plan shows you've not studied hotels. There is no baggage movement, there's no people standing, there is nothing, there's no check-ins like that. It just randomly you created corridors, you've created this dining hall which looks like a hall.
आप कौन से ईयर में हो अभिषेक अभी?
मैं 4th year.
4th year में हो?
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
seriously think about your architecture.
आपने
Yeah,
case study की, as Reema was telling, you have done any case study, because I have never ever seen in a 5-star hotel गुस्ते spa. This is horrible. Spa हमेशा ऐसी जगह पे होता है जो बिल्कुल ही commercially weak होता है वो लोग.
क्लब थोड़ी बना रहे हो बेटा, क्लब नहीं बना रहे ना कि.
And Tushar sir, his sizes are not matching. Now look at the size
Absolutely,
of his.
this is not as per any hotel standard. This is not even a 3-star hotel. You're calling it 5-star.
Yeah.
So not even there's a buffer area. There's a pre-function area. There are banquets. How can you think of a 5-star hotel without a banquet? It's next to impossible. And see the entry to the party lawn. You know how I'm entering through a bottleneck area. Even if I'm entering from a dining area to absolutely not as per any hotel standards, in a 3-star hotel standard, Not done.
हमेशा कोई होटल अगर स्टडी करने जाएगा तो देखेंगे कि उसका ग्राउंड फ्लोर, फर्स्ट फ्लोर, बेसमेंट, लार्जर एरिया होता है क्योंकि वहाँ मैक्सिमम सर्विसेज चीजें आती हैं, देन वर्टिकल ग्राउंड गोज फॉर द रूम्स. आई थिंक आपने भी ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे एरिया और बनाया था ताकि इसमें की एंट्रेंस लॉबी वगैरह बेटर और एंट्रेंस हाईलाइट हो सकता है, प्लस आप बैरिकेड हॉल प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं.
मतलब आपकी अगर बेसिक लिफ्ट शाफ्ट भी देखोगे ना, how it can be so rectilinear, I don't know whether it is opening this side in the atrium or what. कभी ऐसी लिफ्ट तो मैंने मतलब this is absolutely in the lift size are also not anyways.
और आपने कोई ग्रिड नहीं है, जैसे कोई बिल्डिंग आप बना रहे हैं तो एंड टू एंड इट्स कॉलम फ्री स्पेसेस यू आर गिविंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एक ग्रिड बनानी होती है कि आपका यूनिट आइटम क्या है, उसके हिसाब से फिर नीचे के फ्लोर क्या डिजाइन होंगे.
Yes, ma'am.
इसमें स्ट्रक्चर से कोई रिलेशन नजर नहीं आ रहा एक्सेप्ट सिंगल लाइन. दैट इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट विद आर्किटेक्ट. आर्किटेक्ट पेंटर नहीं है ना, आर्टिस्ट नहीं है ना कि सिर्फ वो जो चाहे बना दे, उसको खड़ा भी होना होता है. ठीक है, मैं इस पर ध्यान दीजिए. आपको स्टडी थोड़ा कम करते हैं, स्टडी करिए बेटर, कहीं जाइए अंदर तक. सिर्फ अगर किसी होटल में गए हैं तो उसके सिर्फ रेस्टोरेंट देख के बस बाहर आ जाइए या एक रूम देख के मत आइए, ओवरऑल प्लानिंग देखिए. हमने एक दफा जब होटल डिजाइन किया तो हम विजिटेड ताज और हम उसके किचन तक देखने गए थे अंदर तक कि किचन का लेआउट क्या होता है और कैसे सर्विस आप रूम तक मिलती है. तो थोड़ा स्टडी बढ़ाइए, फिर प्लान करिए तो आपको बेटर है.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Sangeet sir, you would like to give feedback?
No, all told. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. So thank you, jury members. Thank you for the feedback, and it will really help students for their career. And now requesting jury members to give your remarks. And this was the 6th serial number team, Mayank Sharma.
This was the 6th number, Mayank Sharma?
Yes, sir. The serial number 6, sir. Okay, and now requesting Sangeet sir to come on stage and share your experience with the students about your work experience, if you want to suggest something to them. And yes, sir, over to you, Sangeet sir.
I think hard design mein, like everybody else was saying, there is a catch. There is something which you want to use it and exploit it to explain us. वो थोड़ा सा mismatch हो रहा है. If you have a good plan, you are spending more time on the plan. If you have a good view, and unfortunately मैं जो मांगता हूँ वो होता नहीं है. And but the question is that you're not balancing your 10 slides or 12 slides. थोड़ा सा intelligently हम भी करते हैं. Till this day we all of us have been participating in competitions. So we divide slide. We are not rehearsed. We still rehearse even today. ये slide में इतना time लगाना है, इतना लगाना है. वो वहाँ पे एक प्रॉब्लम आ रही है बहुत सख्त, and I'm feeling very bad at the kind of comments which are being generated for your designs, because I understand कि आपके लेवल पे इतना ज़्यादा एनालिसिस नहीं होना चाहिए, but nevertheless basic mistakes जहाँ पे हो रही हैं, it is giving me jitters. Number one. Number two, the reflection comes on the institute, and reflection comes on us, you know, because we all of us are teachers. तो वो थोड़ा सा I think अगर हम वो कर लेते, स्टडी थोड़ा रिहर्स कर लेते, थोड़ी you coming and presenting to the people who are going to examine you, and you have passed from one phase, you're coming to the final phase. वो थोड़ा सा I think एक balancing act नहीं है in all the presentations. You should know कि इतना time इसको देना, इतना इसको देना है, और ये सवाल पूछे जाएंगे, ऐसा होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. वो analysis of appearing in front of a jury is not happening. I think you guys will have to learn this, or we will have to tutor you this better. जिसकी वजह से we can save a lot of time of the jury and the organizers who are spending so much of time and money for all this. But nevertheless, I think there is so much of things being told, we'll have to incorporate, and I'm sure this is all for the betterment. I mean, we are not here to ridicule anybody. It's none of our business to sort of say anything wrong. But the question is, we get upset by when we see that you are not abiding by the bare minimum requirements of a national competition, which is in its fourth or fifth cycle. So वो थोड़ा सा हम सब मिलके improve करना पड़ेगा. The rest all is okay. Continue. Wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot for the wonderful speech, sir. We are delighted with your expertise and knowledge in every way possible. We feel extremely overwhelmed being a part of listener of your speech, sir. And yes, I think the students has noted the point that they have to rehearse whenever they're present and whatever the stage they are presenting, sir. Yeah, that's a wonderful point that you have made. And let's go forward to the next team, and which is from APJ School of Architecture and Planning, and team leader name is Naman Garg, and the typology is hospitality. Naman, could you please share your screen?
Good afternoon to all the jury members and organizers. Yes,
just
is
share
my
your
screen?
I'll tell you when to start. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, so you can start now.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is Shambhavi Mishra with my partner Naman Garg. We're from North Zone, and our typology is educational plus hospitality, and our team number is 7. And this is one of the view of our building where you can see different kind of envelope that are treated in accordance to the view. And our topic is Roorkee Habitat Center. The city that we selected is Roorkee, and it is developing as an educational hub. And our concept revolved around how the intake in IITs are increasing every year, and number of IITs are also increasing. And with talk in talk with other some students, we also heard
just
that
mute continue somewhere.
Some research workers, some research students also share rooms and do not have space, especially if they want to start their startups and plus campus has restrictions of its own. So that is why we proposed Roorkee Habitat Center, which is 2 kilometers from the IIT Roorkee. It will have small and large classrooms, seminar halls, auditoriums, accommodation, co-working spaces, and spaces for recreation and dialect exchange. So the site conditions are, it is next to Upper Ganga Canal, and into 2031 plan, there is a plan to the agricultural land of the city surrounding outskirts is converted into land. So that is why we have selected this site. The prevailing summer winds are from west to south, east, and then the prevailing winter winds are from east to west. This is how we developed on our form evolution. So majorly our ground coverage was 30% and FAR was 1.5. So we built a block, then we introduced courtyards, which would work efficiently for our microclimate. And then we created these voids in accordance with the wind direction to make the courtyards naturally ventilated. Then we divided the levels of the block according to the functions which were present, and then adjusted these height in order to have proper shading inside the courtyards. Then this is our site plan. So it is approachable from two sides. And then we have introduced two courtyards. The courtyard number 1 is a winter courtyard, and courtyard number 2 is a summer courtyard. So that is how because Roorkee is a composite climate, still there is the ratio of winter days and winter, because it is in Uttarakhand. So that is why we have also worked on not just thermal loads, but also how passive techniques can function. So this is our site area, our FAR, ground coverage, and then most of the parking is in the basement and some on the ground. So the goal was to have educational and hospitality building, then to orient the block with respect to the surrounding, and to have a microclimate of its own, then to reduce the mechanical energy and requirement by introducing active and passive techniques, then sustainable and economical material use, and then we also designed on the facade in the envelope according to the orientation in order to minimize the cooling load. And then in the habitable space and how human comfort is maintained. So the first thing that we introduced was these wind catchment towers, because of the geothermal energy of Earth, as it is next to a Ganga canal, the Earth temperature is already quite low. So the air, the wind is caught in these towers and then circulated to the ducts which are inside the earth to utilize this geothermal energy, and then it is fed into the AHUs, which make it more efficient and less energy consuming. Then there are solar panels introduced on top of blocks, and these panels are at 30 degrees to be used and efficiently used annually. And then water management system as well. We have divided our blocks in like block A is on the south direction and facing the southwest and west, and the other blocks will be explained by one. Naman?
So in the master plan, we have tried to show the water management system. The light blue line that is shown here is the interconnection of manholes that are provided beside various blocks, which is then later on connected to a sewage treatment plant on the site. Then the red line here shows the interconnection of rainwater harvesting system, which is channelized through the building roofs as well as alongside the roads. Then in this slide, we have tried to show how our various blocks interact with the surrounding, what are their orientations, and how we have selected the wall typologies and window typologies for the same. So this is a table of that, and we have explained the wall typologies and window typologies in the next slide. So as we can see here, the wall type section 1 and 2 are basically for the western and southern facade. In these facades, we have provided a air gap of 30 mm, which helps as a thermal gap and thus helps in insulating the inner areas. And for the type 3 and type 4, we have used AAC blocks for all the building, for all the wall section, we have used AAC block. But for type and type 4, we have not provided any thermal gap, as they are to be used in the northern and eastern facades. Then for the type 5 facade, we have specially designed it for our southern block with a layer of PU foam, which is 20 mm thick, so that it helps in further insulation. Then for the windows window selection, we have divided the outer windows on the basis of their orientation. For the southern side, we have used AIS Solaris glass, which provide us maximum SF value, which helps us in controlling the relative heat gain of the building. And for the northern and eastern facade, we have tried to manage the values of solar factor and U value and transmittance value in order that each of the values falls in the required category. Then these are our plans for the block B. In this block, we have provided a multi-purpose hall on the ground floor. Then on the first floor, we have our cafeteria, and the above floors are to be used as accommodation spaces for the research scholars, as discussed before. Then for the southern facade of the building, we have designed an envelope which helps us in controlling the direct heat gain absorbed through the building facade. In this slide, we have tried to show how our envelope design helps us in providing the shading. As we can see, already the balconies were recessed, but still there was a lot of flat area that was gaining indirect heat gain. So these envelope was designed with fiber reinforced plastic jalis, which helps in controlling the heat gain. And also the southwestern facade is treated with terracotta block jalis, as it was a curtain wall. So we provided terracotta block jalis at some glass panels to shade them. Next up, we have our block C. In this block, we have provided exhibition areas on the ground floor. Then on the first floor, we have library and our e-library. Then the upper floors is again of accommodation space, which will be used by research scholars. This block has south facade and west facade. So for both the facade, we have designed the envelope. As we can see here, without the envelope, the percentage of shaded area is 30%. While when we provide the envelope, we have increased the shaded area to 85%, thus minimizing the heat gain.
So this is the block that is exposed and the tallest block of our site plan. And in this block, what we have done is we have created a corridor exposed to the south and southwest facade in order to have the habitable space, the north light or the daylighting. And in the southwest and west facade, we have tried to catch the vision towards the canal by protruding these projections and adding shading from the low heighted sun in west, and then the elevated sun is also not allowed in through the projections.
You have 1 minute.
Then the wind. Okay, the wind is allowed by these openings. Then for the floor plans, we have spaces like flexible spaces, which can be converted into classrooms or offices or small working stations for people in this block. Then in this section, we can see the different kinds of side glasses that we have used for partition, for windows. We have used EcoSyn glass. Then for internal barrication, we have used different kind of glass. Then exposed in the north, because of the SF value is not required, we have used different kind of glass. Then internally, we have for meeting rooms, we have used switch glasses, which can be converted into in different forms because of the meeting room and conference rooms. Then strong glass is a typology which is used for railings. Then security glasses are Teflon glasses for burglar protection. And then the door and window, and especially the core areas, have fire door and glass doors. Then this is the facade analysis for southwest and west facade at 12 noon. Most of the windows are placed in
overshadow time. How many sides are there?
Only this is the last slide.
Julia, if you can we allow her to
let it be? We understood. I think most of us understood slide. If we can just go ahead with the comments, I'm fine with that.
Sure, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the presentation. Now we'll start. Reema, you can go ahead and share your feedback.
Yeah, Shambhavi, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I like that you guys are focused on one thing and at least try to take it further. But same what I said before, you guys need to read, visit. That's the problem with the entire thing. What are your secondary and primary case studies in this project?
Ma'am, our primary case study was Indian Habitat Center, Delhi. Ma'am, then our secondary case study was actually we were trying to do the case study was a secondary case study, but the time was limited, so we mainly focused on our primary case
That's what
study,
I'm
that
saying.
is of IFC.
You guys are Gen Z people. Secondary is much easier. There's so much product around from the world, especially when it comes to sustainability and building engineering. So you should do something because you got ideas, I know, but main problem is over designing. I don't know what is happening. You guys just put every damn sorry for my language, everything. Okay, it seems like you have worked, which is very good. I appreciate your effort. But being APJ is in NCR, right?
Yes,
ma'am.
You could have gone to the Terry Institute that they have a lot of things. They have this earth tunnels built there. They have all this passive. You could have gone there, seen those things, get exposed, at least have read about it. There are a lot of buildings that, have you ever studied IIT Kanpur? They've done this net zero water system there. Do secondary studies. That's my recommendation to everybody. If anybody is listening, you guys, if not primary, need to do a lot of secondary studies. Okay, that's all from me. It's a good effort, focused effort, and I hope you've learned something when you did this project. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. Now, Tushar sir, would you like to give your feedback?
You can proceed further.
Gaurav sir?
No, it's okay. Yes, Reema ji has already.
Sangeet sir?
I think damn good, yeah. Nice concept and the way they have used everything. At this stage, I think it's over design comes naturally because it's part of the competition. Otherwise, overall, I think for a long time saw a good design. Overall factors taken, sustainability, everything is good so far. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Savita ma'am?
Yeah, it's a good analysis, very good analysis. लेकिन इसमें अभी plans पर हम डिटेल में नहीं वर्क हुआ है. I think that is fine. इस स्टेज के लिए जितना वर्क किया है, फर्दर अभी प्लान्स पे वर्क करना, को डिटेल आउट करना और बेटर है.
Sure.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, team. Thank you for the presentation. Calling upon the next team. They're also from the APJ School of Architecture and Planning. The team leader name is Ritvik Jain, and they have taken the typology as educational. Ritvik?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Camera on.
Please share your screen and you can turn on your camera.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me, sir, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can start now.
Yes, sir. So our project was on National Law School of India, Bangalore, and our team introduction is Ritvik Jain and Shrain Ghosh, APJ School of Architecture and Planning, Greater Noida, course B ARC. So the project introduction is on NLSIU, the National Law University established in India, 1986. We had a project on actually repairment. So as established since the establishment in 1986, the campus has been developed inorganically over a period and the requirement of that time leading to a fragmented master plan. The site is located in Bangalore University area at Nagar Bhavi, 10 kilometers from the Bangalore City Railway Station, 45 kilometers from the Bangalore International Airport, ground coverage 25%, FAR 1.25. So the design exercise assume that this is an empty site. The site area is approximately 23 acres and may not be required for the current development. So proposed site was all red shaded, and the yellow shaded is the proposed building for the AIS overview site design Olympiad. Campus layout as space for future development shall be allocated during the design process. So these design briefs are according to the project we were working upon. So actually our design focuses on net zero building envelope, sir. Sustainable indicators, compliance with life cycle assessment frameworks to assess the long run environmental impacts of upcoming campuses. Goals of planning, design, and construction. NLSU is committed to build and operate campuses that combine the value of excellence and social justice in higher education. So focusing on architectural design main projects, administrative block, hostels, main buildings, we focused on academic blocks, sir. Our design goals were daylighting is the main design goal of the building structure, according to which these numerous values of benefit depends upon it. Shown in the figure below. Benefits of daylight in buildings: minimizing cooling load by reducing the heat load of the building, using the daylight as illuminance, increasing the depth of building skin according to the orientation of building and the solar path. The design goal is to create a building envelope so sustaining that the illuminance of the panel falls upon the building elevation to create illuminance of its own. A building envelope consists of fenestration, doors and windows, roofs, walls, and insulations. Moving ahead, we have plans and sections. Our plan focuses on academic block. Our plans have a net zero envelope covering all over as a skin of the building. Our strategies, daylighting strategies, where upon the factors of sky components, externally reflected components, and daylight factors. Increase perimeter daylight zones, extend the perimeter footprint to maximize the uses of daylighting areas, allowing daylight penetration high in space, avoid direct beam daylight on critical visual tasks. We calculated according to the materials and according to the generalized information of glasses properties, reflecting components of sunlight getting inside it 107. We calculated according to the lux, as Bangalore has a cloud cover of 10,000 lux, upon which we get to have 300 to 500 lux as a working task inside a room. So the components we designed gives us 677 lux to be precise, sir. These components are according to the glass properties, which is diffraction, diffusion, refraction, and reflection. And according to these properties, we selected certain glasses. These sketches shows the components movement, how working of kinetics upon the building envelope works as responsive to the climatic conditions. The distance, as you can see here, the distance between the building envelope to the building is according to the directions of the building. These kinetic facades, movement of element and panel, are according by which we gained a permutation and combinations to gain how the sunlights and illuminance will be moving forward in a room, sir. South face surface directly instead west part of the block with concentrating angles. The angular movement of these facades are gained, and these moving facades can be a key to get a luminance in a room. Yeah, materials. So according to the generalized information of glass property, we got to get AIS materials, AIS glass materials, as material A is a reflection. So AIS sunshield trends, benefits available in vibrant colors and patterns, colored patterns, heat reflecting glass. Diffraction material C, diffusion material D, and refraction material B. According to these materials, we tend to have had a material information of AIS glasses, and to minimize the cooling, minimize the heating load, we also used a solar transparent window panels. As solar transparent window panels absorb the heat and transmit it transfers into an energy so that these panels can move according to the sunlight and sun rays. So this was it. These are the views of our building facades, and there is a typical details of our building facades, building envelopes. These are the front elevations, and these will be looking like this. Our idea was to create a certain building imageability, so that an idea of AIS glasses or an idea of a sustainable glasses can be identified from a particular space or particular site area, sir. And that was it, sir. Our idea was to give a building envelope so sustaining that an luminance and heat load calculations can be developed according to these panels, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Come out nice.
Thank you, team. Thank you for the presentation. Now request jury member to share your feedback. We can start with Gaurav, sir.
Yeah, it's a nice effort, definitely. Very much focused about AIS glass. So, but you could have thought more beyond glass as well. Okay, so that would be my suggestion. Okay, it was a competition organized by AIS, but then it was a more holistic thing, and glass is helpful, no doubt about it, but you need to look at the larger picture.
Sir, can I say something, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, according to me, I focused on net zero as whatever the places or whatever the site is located, my design of net zero building envelope focuses on how we can use these lights according to sustainable development, sir. These lights can be used. We can play with lights and we can play with the glasses. These
Very
materials
nice.
can be of a very good effort, sir, I think.
Very right. But when you talk of net zero, there are various aspects to creating a net zero building. It starts from the cradle till the grave, I would say. So
Indeed, sir.
waste management, energy, waste, everything needs to be taken care holistically. So probably few areas you have focused, but few areas are left out.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay, so you need to focus on the whole broader picture to bring out the net zero impact of the outcomes from your project.
Yes, sir.
I think, Ritvik, it's a nice effort, Really impressed with your concept and all, but still, as Gaurav is telling, you need to work more. Because net zero is a very, high-weight word, from very broader spectrum. It's very difficult to achieve a net zero building. I think good efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I like this sketches part and explanation, but main planning is, I think, next phase you will be doing that. Detail.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
I like these sketches, very nice. A good architect.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for the feedback. And it will certainly help.
Tavish, this is what we were talking of, that the ideas are more important for the whole outcome,
Yes,
rather
sir.
than just the final picture. So students need to work more on ideas and pick up more workable solutions there.
Yes, sir.
That thinking has to be looked upon. Nice.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Yeah. So now requesting jury members to give your remarks. This was the 8th serial number team, sir. Ritvik Jain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was 8.
Now Requesting Reema ma'am to come on stage and share your experience with the students and share your, if you can give a real time example to the students about the work experience and whatever it will helpful in the for their career in the future, because they're going to pass out very soon and mostly are from the 4th year, and it will, I mean, your feedback will really help us in their career now.
Yeah, hi everyone. But I think I've given enough feedbacks if anybody is listening already. So the whole idea is for me, as I teach and I see these students, you need to read, and you need to see what's happening. Open your eyes, observe, because sometimes you feel that you know too much, and when you come to the real practice, everything just goes down to gutter. You need to read, you need to see and analyze, and that will help you in a very, very long way. And I believe today's kids are very smart. If they focus on something, they can really do well for themselves. So focus, try to complete what you've taken up. And as I think Gaurav sir said, when you present something, be sure what you're presenting, and say less words and more depth in those things. That's it. That's my take on it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your words, and it will really help into student in the future career. And now calling upon the last team of the today's regional round of the North region. They are from the Devbandhu Choturam University of Science and Technology. The team leader name is Vinay Verma, and the typologies they have taken is educational. Vinay, could you please share your screen?
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible and audio audible, sir?
Yeah, please make it in full
Yes.
screen mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, your time start now. You can go in.
So good afternoon to honorable jury members and all the participants present here. So we are the team from North Zone from Devbandhu Choturam University of Science and Technology, and our building type is educational. So we have designed School of Excellence. First, about the site. So we have chosen a site in New Delhi in Khadipur village. Why Delhi? Because I live in the Delhi NCR region and I know the climate and I know the comfort zone of that area. Now, there are some positive points that why we have chosen this site. The site is having road access from the two sides, which is good for planning. There are no tall buildings.
Just sorry to interrupt. Can you talk of the climate, since you mentioned about the climate? So how do you perceive the climate of Delhi?
Yes, sir. In next slide, we are talking about the climate. Yes. So we have some positive points of the site. The site has no large variation in level, so there is no slope. And there are many railway stations to access this site. Next, we are talking about the climate analysis. So through these graphs, we have analyzed the wind directions and wind speeds throughout the year. Next one, we have covered the cloud cover, as we are going to and providing the green building connection, green building. So we have to focus on cloud cover, as we have to provide solar panels. So if there are clouds, then no solar panels will produce any type of energy. That's why. Now we are talking about normal climate analysis, that is temperature. So Delhi is New Delhi is very hot in the time of June, and its temperature reaches up to 38 degrees Celsius and more than that. And in winters, it reaches to 8 degrees Celsius and less in Jan. So we have also studied about the solar energy, that the sun is at peak in the months of April and June. So we can get the most energy can be made in these months. So now at the side, we are talking about the hourly wind speeds and the rain. So rain 6.7 inches we have studied that the rain occurs in New Delhi, and the wind speed. Next, so basically our concept is totally based on the literature studies which we have done. So first we are going to talk about the green materials and the passive technique we have used. First of all, on the places of brick, we have used AAC blocks, that is aerated autoclaved concrete blocks, which are very highly efficient, eco-friendly and durable. We have used terracotta jalis to give the coolness of terracotta jalis, help in reducing the temperature, and it will give a earthy and warm exterior. We have used terrazzo for flooring as it is durable, non-slippery for the students, and looks good in areas that gets a lot of sun. Next, we are talking about wall window ratio. So we have taken the guideline according to ECPC, and the wall window ratio of R is 40% that we are fulfilling. So we are fulfilling it by providing the ribbon windows, ribbon kind of windows. As our site lies in Delhi, so their air quality is very poor sometimes. So to increase the indoor air quality, we have used indoor plants, terracotta jalis, wind catchers to purify the air and to make the classrooms cool. We have also provided a water body in our courtyard to create a microclimate. Next, we have used louvers and glasses, tinted glasses of the receptions, and double glazed as our windows. Next, some of more techniques we are considering are double glazed unit glass windows, roof insulation, which is very helpful, vertical and horizontal fins, solar panels to produce energy, wind catchers for the proper flow of air in the classes, due to which our classrooms become cool and less thermal, then becomes comfortable for the students. We also included the wall insulation system in our walls. Next, so as I earlier told that our concept is totally based on the literature study we have done. So our concept is totally based on by taking a cuboid and doing additive and subtractive properties in the cuboid. So we got the form, and our vision is to provide well spacious ventilation classrooms for the students. Next, so in our design consideration, we have included natural lighting, proper natural lighting in every class, even in the administrative block as well as in the classrooms of the students, natural ventilation and many more features. Next, in this slide, we are talking about the airflow, that how the air is flowing through our school premises. So our air is flowing from the west to east in our school premises, and we are showing it with the blue arrows. Now, at the right bottom corner, you can see the wind catcher airflow in the classrooms. So wind will come and travel through the wind catchers and reach to each and every class on every floor. On the side, we have showed the air circulation in the classroom. Next, we have also studied about the daylight features. As we know, daylight is very important in school because a school is totally dependent on the natural light. So due to that, we have focused on the building orientation, and we have put our building in the north-south facade, so that we can use more light in the morning for the proper lighting system. Then we have taken ribbon windows, as I already told, and we are also fulfilled the minimum lux required value. So due to which we are not getting any type of glare by providing external shading systems. We have also done shading and water analysis. So in the first diagram, you can see that initial shading on the building is very high, because in this we haven't provided any type of louvers and any type of terracotta jalis. But when we provided them, the radiations decreases up to 100 kilowatt hour per meter to 1100 kilowatt hour per meter. Then we also talking about the water reduction. So in water reduction, we considered the annual baseline consumption, that is around 48 lakhs. But when we provided the low water consumption fixtures, then we have reduced 31.01% of water wastage. Then we are talking about building energy simulation. In this, there are two cases, conventional case and proposed case. So in conventional case, we try to provide every cooling systems like ACs and miscellaneous loads. And in proposed case, we have replaced the ACs with the wind catchers, due to which our energy consumption becomes very less. And with the help of solar panels also, we are going to produce more energy and reduce the energy consumption. Next, this is our site plan. So the site area is 10,000 square meters as mentioned in the brief. And in this, we have shown the academic block, admin block, and the blue arrow is showing the vehicular movement through our site, and red arrows is showing the pedestrian movement through our site. Next, so these are our area requirements, and according to the requirements and according to the norms, that how many classrooms we need. Next, this is our floor plans. So in floor plans, as you can see in ground floor plan, there we have provided entries from two. One from the north, where you can access the admin and academic block together, and from the west, where students can access the academic block directly. So near the parking, bus parking. Now the other one is first floor plans, where we have shown the classrooms in red color and admin block with the same color and washrooms with blue. As these are our further floor plans. These are some sections in which we are showing the sections, and you can see the wind catcher, terracotta jalis, and some vertical and horizontal louvers. Next section. So we have cutted the section where you can see our entrance porch, circulation staircase, courtyard, water body, and foyer, where we provided a tree. Now, we are also trying to propose some of the cases for the future where we have already reduced very much energy consumption also, but we are trying to reduce this more by providing grey water treatment.
Issue.
Yes. Oh, yes, sir. Grey water treatment plant and rainwater harvesting systems in future. We can also provide the solar blowers and provide misting in the courtyard, where we have provided the water body, and we can use the roof system on our academic block and admin block as well. So this is our site. This is our proposals, and this is our renders, some of the views. This is our front view. This is our courtyard where children are playing, and we have designed it like this. This is our water body view, and followed by the walkthrough we have prepared. So this is our walkthrough. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, team. Thank you for the presentation. Yes, sir. You can go ahead.
I think Ishu and your team is a very nice, attempt, and I would say you have really worked on all the holistic grounds. You have talked about the simulation, you have talked about the passive design measures, and even your plans look to be quite innovative, and it's looking like a disciplined, school building as well, with the long corridors and, which is part and parcel of a school planning. I'm really impressed. Happy. Good presentation.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I would also agree. So very well done effort. Good job.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Yeah, I share the same views. Very well presented. Great work.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Sangeet sir, any feedback? Savita ma'am?
Yeah.
Good.
बहुत मेहनत करते हैं बच्चे जमाने के लिए और कभी कभी पता नहीं लगता कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है। इसके लिए बेस्ट है कि जो भी टॉपिक आप सेलेक्ट करते हैं उसके लिए स्टडी मैक्सिमम करी जाए। और जब आप पढ़ रहे होते हैं तो अपने अगर जो सीनियर्स की मदद करते चलते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर से, उनको बहुत कुछ सीखने से मिलता है अपने सीनियर्स के प्रोजेक्ट्स के थ्रू। और मैक्सिमम टाइम आप लाइब्रेरी में गुजारें। सिनेमा
सर मैम हमें भी हमारे सीनियर्स ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया। एक्चुअली हम अपने सीनियर के साथ मिलके ये प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं।
So we are from 3rd year and our senior is from 4th year, which is like we are helping.
I think these were the lines of what Sangeet bhai was telling. Sangeet Sharma sir was telling. You know, they have given adequate time to all the slides. You know.
Yes, yes sir.
It was a balanced presentation. Good up.
सबसे क्या जरूर चाहिए, स्टडी इज वेरी 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 इम्पोर्टेंट।
थैंक यू मैम।
तो हर बिल्डिंग को कोई पहली बार देख रहा होता है या डिजाइन कर रहा होता है, उसको समझना जरूरी है। थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Thank you ma'am. Thank you ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this was the last presentation. Before going for the breakout session, ma'am, requesting Savita ma'am to give your experience and share your career experience, work experience with the students, and any suggestion that you would like to give. Mostly we have discussed everything, but anything that you would like to.
मेरा एक्सपीरियंस चलता है करीब 45 इयर्स से, जब लोग बिल्डिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स बनते थे, छोटे प्लान्स बनते थे, और आर्किटेक्ट के पास लोग इसलिए आते थे कि नक्शा तो हमने बना लिया, आप एलिवेशन ठीक कर देंगे। तो आर्किटेक्चर का मतलब ये समझा जाता था कि सुंदर बिल्डिंग बाहर से देखने में बन जाएगी, तो वो आर्किटेक्चर का काम। तो वहां से शुरुआत की, फिर कॉलम बीम स्ट्रक्चर्स, फिर हुए मल्टी स्टोरेज साइन, लिफ्ट्स के बारे में। तो मैं जो बच्चों को बताना चाहती हूँ, ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि जैसे हमें कई तरह की बिल्डिंग डिजाइन करना चाहिए, डिफरेंट टाइप की बिल्डिंग, रेजिडेंस, देन कॉलम बीम स्ट्रक्चर्स, देन मल्टी स्टोरेज बिल्डिंग्स, कमर्शियल बिल्डिंग्स। लेकिन इसके अलावा फिर मिला जैसे मल्टी परिषद की मिली हमें, आप हाट बैंक बनाइए, हाट बाजार बनाइए, सुपर मार्केट बनाइए। तो उसके लिए हम लोग सभी जो भी कोई बिल्डिंग पहली बार डिजाइन करनी होती है उसके बारे में पता करना होता है कि उसकी एक्टिविटी क्या है, उसका फंक्शन क्या है। जब हम घर डिजाइन करते हैं तो हमको मालूम नहीं होता कि एक्टिविटी क्या है, ड्राइंग रूम में क्या होता है, किचन में क्या होता है, सिंक में क्या होता है। लेकिन जब उससे अलग हटकर बिल्डिंग बनानी होती है तो वहाँ की एक्टिविटी को समझना होता है। तो जैसे हम जब मल्टीपर्पज बिल्डिंग करने को मिला मंडी यार्ड, तो हम पूना गए और वहाँ पे प्रॉपर डिजाइन उसको स्टडी किया। हम रात में 10 बजे पहुंचे बाजार में, 11 बजे, और देखा कि सुबह 5:30 तक लगातार रात में एक्टिविटी रही है। 5:30-6 बजे करीब सडनली सन्नाटा, बिजनेस वाज डन। तो उसमें क्या क्या चीजें रिक्वायर्ड है, कितने ट्रक्स का आना जाना हो रहा है, कैसे लोडिंग अनलोडिंग हो रही है, कैसे सामान का वेस्ट का मैनेजमेंट वहाँ किया जा रहा है, कितने लोगों के लिए किस तरह से वहाँ कैंटीन का अरेंजमेंट होना चाहिए। अगर फिश मार्केट है तो उसके लिए स्मेल ना करे तो हमें क्या करना है, फ्लावर मार्केट है तो क्या करना है। तो एक बेसिक आइडिया, यानी कि प्लेटफॉर्म की ऊंचाई है तो कितनी देनी है कि ट्रक आकर के मिनिमम लेबर के काम हो सके। तो ये जब हम देख कर गया उसमें फिर क्या कमियां वहां पर थी वो स्टडी किया, उसको करके आके हमने यहाँ लखनऊ में किया था, कुछ मंडी की थी। तो इसमें इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, अच्छा लगता है जब आप कुछ नया सीख रहे हो। बस टर्मिनल में जब लखनऊ में आया पहला बस टर्मिनल आलमबाग में, तो उसके लिए भी हमने स्टडी की कि जो पहले से बना हुआ था, आईएसबीटी बना हुआ था, क्यों फेल हो गया, उसकी किस तरह से बनना चाहिए, कैसे मिनिमम सर्कुलेशन कम से कम चल करके लोग अपने बस तक पहुंच जाएं, कैसे पेडेस्ट्रियल ट्रैफिक को हम रेगुलर ट्रैफिक से अलग करें कि लोग सेफ रह सके। ऐसे बहुत किस्से सुनने को मिलते हैं जहाँ बस के पीछे लोग खड़े थे और प्रॉब्लम हुई। तो उसको भी हमने इस तरह से स्टडी करके किया है। और हॉस्पिटल जब हमने डिजाइन किया है तो आज कई बच्चों ने ये हॉस्पिटल का लिया हुआ है, 100 बेडेड हॉस्पिटल का। इसके लिए हम लोग जबकि हमारी करीब 30 इयर्स की प्रैक्टिस थी जब हमने पहला हॉस्पिटल किया, और हम स्टडी करते हुए रात दिन सो भी नहीं पा रहे थे, इतना वर्क इसमें, इतना मोस्ट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बिल्डिंग है। कि किस ईयर में क्या पढ़ाया जाता है, कैसे पढ़ाया जाता है, क्या रिलेशन है बिटवीन डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स। हम चलते चलते किसी डॉक्टर को रोकते थे, कोई डॉक्टर हमारे पास आ जाए उन दिनों तो घबराता था कि हमने उनसे 10 सवाल पूछने हैं, और इतने अच्छे सजेशंस मिलते थे। जैसे किसी डॉक्टर ने बताया कि भाई बच्चे एक सेक्शन से दूसरे सेक्शन में जाते हैं जब पढ़ने के लिए, दे डोंट गेट टाइम टू रीड, प्लीज क्रिएट सम स्नैक्स काउंटर इन बिटवीन। तो वहाँ SGP है, जब हमने स्टडी किया तो पता लगा कि वहाँ पे लोग इंडोर में चले जाते हैं डायग्नोस्टिक का बहाना करके। तो क्या प्लस पॉइंट है जहाँ हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं और क्या वहाँ के फिर नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स हैं। एम्स दिल्ली में देखा कि जहाँ वो पर्सन बैठता है सर्विस कोर में, वही जनरेटर चल रहा है, वो इतनी अनहाइजीनिक कंडीशन में बैठा हुआ है। तो हमने उसको पूछा तो वो बोला कि हम यहाँ से 1 मिनट भी नहीं हट सकते, क्योंकि अगर ऑक्सीजन रुकती है तो किसी बच्चे की जान खतरे में आ सकती है। तो जब हमने प्लान किया तो हमने उनके लिए कंफर्टेबल प्लेस दिया ताकि वो ग्लास के थ्रू देख सके लेकिन उनके शोर से बच सके। तो छोटी छोटी चीजें जब आप स्टडी करते हैं और आप कोर में पहुंचते हैं, आप जाके देखते हैं कि वहाँ क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तब उसको आप बेटर, आप तो आर्किटेक्ट बनने जा रहे हैं, जो कुछ बना हुआ है वो तो पास्ट है, आपको उसमें भी इनोवेटिव आइडियाज लाके और बेटर चीज देनी है, और आप फ्यूचर के आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं। ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल स्टूडेंट्स हु आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your real-time experience that you have given. It will really help students.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Now, requesting host team to take us in the breakout session. All the jury members, Rishabh, me, and Anuja.
Hi everyone, I'm at the AIS Windows Experience Center today in Delhi, and this is the first of its kind digital experience center, which means physical as well as digital. And apparently this showroom has won a very important award in the US in the VMSD Awards for the way every product has been displayed and is explained so well. So I can't wait to see everything, how it works and how it's been displayed. Let's take a tour. As I enter, I come to this AIS brand sanctum space, which is where you get an idea of the legacy of
Savita ma'am,
AIS. It's extensive.
आपको एक अलर्ट आया होगा
products.
ब्रेकआउट जोन में जाने का.
AIS
Click on that.
is a leading manufacturer of components in the auto and glass industry, which are used in homes and offices and hotels and every kind of architectural application.
Reema ma'am, you must have also got an
AIS
alert
Windows offers a comprehensive
for a
range
breakout
of
session.
solutions for windows and doors in
Yes.
aluminum as well as
Host,
UPVC.
can you
And there
pause
are
this video?
such interesting products, and I'm dying to see each one of them and see how they actually work against water, against noise, against pollution. So let's take a look one by one at each one of these interesting products and see how they actually work. So let's have some fun with this. This is the most amazing product. Look at this. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. This is called the switch glass. So this is the most amazing thing because it allows you to get privacy when you want. It allows you to have visibility
Reema
when you
ma'am,
want.
did you
And
get
it is the
a
most
alert?
stunning technology that can be incorporated with glass in anything from a cabin to even a bathroom to any kind of space. It is absolutely amazing that you just switch it on, switch it off. You have complete privacy or you have complete visibility. I love this. It's called switch glass. All of us in India face this problem of noise. Now just look at what this window does. This is a window. I'm opening it and you can hear all the traffic noise and this mad, crazy noise outside. And the moment you shut it, no noise. So this is a window which cuts down 45 decibels of noise inside. It is a double laminated glass which has an acoustic PVB layer inside, and this helps control the noise. So just imagine you got this crazy noise happening outside, but the moment you shut the window, it is absolutely silent inside. Beautiful. Now we come to the next set of windows. These are insulated windows and these are double glazed, and this cuts down the heat from the outside to the inside. If I was to step outside right now, it is 34 degrees outside, but I don't feel a thing inside. And double glazed windows are really important in cutting down the heat reduction and thereby making your house or your office energy efficient. You cut your electricity bills by literally 40% simply by using glass like this. Now we do another really important test on windows. Everywhere we have so much heavy rainfall, especially in the western parts of India, and invariably you have water leakages happening everywhere. Now I'm going to do a water test on this window to see what happens. That's the rainwater falling from the outside. And you can see that not a single drop has even come into the channel. Everything is going straight out. So what this window is doing is, by calculation, it is draining 2 liters of water per minute per square meter. And that is amazing. This is the perfect window to keep all rainwater out, however heavy the rainfall is. Look at these. I love these bay windows. For all of us, so many of us in India live in small homes, and this is a perfect solution to create that little extra space. You step the window out, and it's a beautiful bay window, which you get in various finishes, and you can tilt and turn and open both these windows on the side, and you have this amazing place where you can sit, you can chill, you can read a book, and you have storage below. I love this. So a lot of times in sliding windows, which are large, like this one is, you have water leakages, but here the technology is a slide and lift window. So this is completely airtight and sealed. When you want to open it, now it has lifted up from the bottom, you slide it open, and then you can lock it in its place again. So the window has again gone down. And this is only a 4 feet by 7 feet panel, but this is available to go as wide as 8 feet and 10 feet high. And that is huge. A single shutter of 8 feet width, 10 feet height, seamlessly opens, and you can actually feel the outdoors integrating with the inside without any visible obstruction. Here is another interesting range, which is called
We can stop the video.
In this, what happens is you have one panel on the side, which is openable on a regular
Backend team, we can go live.
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. After the detailed presentation and the discussion and all the support of jury members and your presentation, so we have the winners and the second runner-up and first runner-up. So we have a tie-up between second runner-up. Now requesting Savita ma'am to go ahead and announce the second runner-up.
Madam, unmute yourself. अभी भी आप म्यूट पे यहाँ पे भी
Yes. Yeah. First winner, Burma from the Bandhu Chotu Ram University of Science and Technology. Second, Ritvik Jain. Sorry. Second is Naman Garg, PG School of Architecture and Planning. And third, Ritvik Jain and Biswajit Mondal will be sharing the third.
Congratulations, team.
Congratulations all. Many congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can turn your cameras. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. Nice.
Congratulations, students.
Congratulations all. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Very
very much.
congratulations, team.
Thank you.
So,
Congratulations to all.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, we are done with the presentation. With us, we have today Soni Thai, Business Head of Projects team. He would like to address you all and give thank you note and congratulate winners also. Just allow us 5 minutes more.
भाई फर्स्ट आया है बिल्कुल हाँ
I think the results can be announced once again clearly by AS.
Yes, sir. I think we need to announce that. Tavish,
Announce clearly.
please announce
all the
that one by one
against
jury, one by one results to the students.
Yeah.
Na? I think there was a lag. I could understand that.
Yes. Please announce it
So,
again.
the team, Savita ma'am has announced the second runner-up. The team leader, his name is 1 second. The team leader name is Ritwik Jain and Biswajit Mondal. These two teams has won the second runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah. Now requesting Tushar sir to announce the first runner-up.
First runner-up is Naman Garg and team from APJ School of Architecture and Planning. Many congratulations to you and your team.
Congratulations, team. So now we're going ahead for the winner. Now requesting Sangeet sir to go ahead and announce the winner of the North region. And yeah, sir, go ahead.
I'm proud to announce the name. It's Vinay Verma from Deenbandhu Choturam University. And we are very happy for you guys. Bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations,
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. So just to tell you, the winner and first runner will be going to the national round, and they'll be presenting in front of the national jury member, which will be held in Mumbai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
On
sir.
that note, Tavish,
Over to you, Anuja.
on that note, on behalf of the entire team, I would like to congratulate the winners of North Zone. It's not only winners, but that we would like to congratulate and applaud each participating team for great work done and reaching at this level. It has been pleasure viewing some innovative ideas and projects by learning and feedback imparted by jury architects. Believe all participants will take back a lot of knowledge that is useful in the practical field of study. I would like to appreciate and thank your respective jury members, Architect Sangeet Sharma, Tushar sir, Architect Reema ma'am, and Savita ma'am, and Gaurav sir, for being part of ADO journey, mentoring budding architects under ADO 2020 and 23, investing their precious time to be here today and judge the project showcased here. The guidance throughout your feedback on the project and extensive ADO master classes are being conducted in order to educate students. I'm sure it will prove to be extremely helpful to the students. I would like to extend my thanks to respected principal and the faculty members and other members of the audience who have been part of this event. Thanks a lot. It's truly an honor to be a part of this event, and thank you all the jury panel members.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any log
And
off?
we would really love to host all regional jury members in national. I will separately share mail and the invite for the national jury.
Okay, thank you.
See you all in
Thank you,
finale,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuja. Thank you, Tavish. Bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Bye.